Hey, get bad.
No way, H.O.G.
H.O.G Podcast. What it do, man? It's your girl, Lil Chad. Yay.
All the way down.
Hey, 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 get bad.
No way, H.O.G.
Grind hard for the culture, they placed us behind, so you know we gotta get bad. It's a lot of things that you gon' face in this world when your skin color is black. Grind hard for the culture, they placed us behind, so you know we tryna get bad. It's a lot of stuff that you gon' face in this world when your skin color is black. Black, 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 it's black, 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 black. Yeah, discrimination and hating got put through all that. Big dog, CEO.
So me $1,000 worth of work. That mean them feet was busted.
That was our women raped and then called hoes. How I'm done, my ancestor taught your child to read. Not to mention all the resources we created. Why they didn't want to see black families together? Would it be too strong with two parents at home? Young nigga better listen to this pimpin'. Don't you ever let the police get you slippin'. Fuck playing with guns, educate yourself. Now lead your son. You gon' treat your lady right if you respect your mom. Otherwise treat the opposition how it comes. You're only a slave if you think you one, nigga. Yeah. Grind hard for the culture, they placed us behind, so you know we gotta get bad. It's a lot of things that you gon' face in this world when your skin color is black. Grind hard for the culture, they placed us behind, so you know we tryna get bad. It's a lot of stuff that you gon' face in this world when your skin color is black. Black, 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 it's black, black, cheddar. A king from the south. I had a dream like Martin, I hope I live it out. Black on black crime, it's a new time. It ain't just the opposite, I gotta watch mine. They smile in your face, Hey, what's up with the world? Welcome to another episode of the H.O.G Podcast show, man. It's Friday, January the 23rd. We talking back in my day. I'm your host, Chad.
If it ain't no snow and a precipitation, I won't be in the situation. The CEO.Gatti. What's going on?
Hey, man. The multiplier himself financially in the building was happening.
You already know what time it is, man. Hey, before we get into this content, though,
It's shit like that.
Gotta keep it prayed.
Hey, Pug.
And Poe.
And some more.
Pray, paper it up and hold this a mo. Man, happy beginning of the weekend to everybody that's out here grinding, doing their thing, man. Still first quarter of the year. You know what I'm saying? Tonight we talking back in my day. You feel what I'm saying? That was my bad last week. You know, last week I got off track. I want to send a big apology to our Germany followers out there, man. That was on Cheddar, you know. I think I was on Vegas time or something because I lost track of what was going on. You know what I'm saying? So
you was the head roller at a kickball tournament.
Say I couldn't make it because I was at a kickball tournament. Huh?
Yeah, you was the head lead roller. They say you used to roll the ball real good. Put some English on it.
Yeah. They said you used to be a dodgeball trainer. Nah, man, we ain't got time to joke, though. That's on our time, man. But anyways, though, man, shout out to the Hogs and Hoggies, man. We need y'all to like, share, comment, get the content out there. Also, if you haven't bought any of the merch, let me put the ticker up.
They said you was colorblind playing Uno.
Colorblind playing Uno. I got no kids to assist me if I go blind. They probably won't. You know what I'm saying? Back in your day, what? Gotta kick it off, man. Back in my day, for you, what?
Back in the day when I was younger, when I was a kid anymore. I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. Back in the day, it was fun.
The song came out in what, like 96?
Yeah.
97?
Yeah.
Well,
teenage year.
Before that,
Running home from school to catch reps into the basement and stuff like that.
Hey, what?
Mm-hmm.
Talk
That's back
about
in the day.
yeah, talk about them. You know what I mean? Yo, back in the day was a while ago too, though. Got it, man. We might have to skip back some. Yeah. Nah, but
You are 10% YN, ain't you?
hey, I'm a mixed breed. I got a little bit of Ed, you know what I'm saying? What they call them, the Genians and all them goof heads, the millenniums, this and that. But now
you ain't old enough to make potato salad right yet.
I think we was at what I miss a lot about back in my day. Rick, what's up with you, Ken folks?
What up, Rick?
Shout out to Rick in the building, man.
Rick.
Oh, yeah, you right about that. He said stay warm. It's currently negative 25 degrees in Minnesota. If you don't have a ski mask and long johns, please stay at home.
Impossible to stay warm right now.
Nah, yeah, but it is very cold.
Goddamn it.
It is very cold, so I'm gonna definitely stay in the crib. But one thing though, for sure, what I miss about back in my day, and sometimes this can go for our day. What up?
I'm winterized. I got a snow bunny, so I'm already winterized.
He said he got winterized. Skilo was the first album I ever bought. William in the building, man. What's up, William Anthony? Yeah, we talking back in my day, man. From everything, man. We're gonna take it from discipline to TV shows to respect to switches to all of that. You know what I'm saying? So
we talking about switches, so we gonna talk about ass whoopings too?
Yeah, the switches and switches. The switches from the tree and the switches that, you know, the access of how these young people getting switches in this time was not like that.
Back in our day,
yeah, our mamas used to pull out the switches. Y'all that's the difference, right?
Yeah,
these were the switches from back in the day.
Yeah, but that's
no.
That's the whole point of it, though. To like, it wasn't so easy to access switches like back in the day. Niggas was toting pistols though back in the day, correct?
Switches just came on the scene.
I'm saying, but was your peers toting pistols back in the day?
Yep. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's what my point to it is, that we didn't have access to what they have access to now. You know what I'm saying? Which is a problem of the high murder rates and stuff like that that's going on. So I feel like that's important. You know what I'm saying? To mention that back in our day, it wasn't about that. Yeah, you're right. It was about these fists. It was about the switch from the tree that grandma make you go pick out yourself to get beat with. She say, "Hey, Ma, go take your behind outside and give me a switch, and don't come back when they're one of them ones that's gonna mess up quick. She definitely gonna get you. Go tie two. I remember that them time two of them together, boy.
Ooh, my mama braided 3 of them and put rubber bands on.
What?
Yes.
What?
Yes. Braided them and put rubber bands on them together.
Braid them together, like damn. She took her time and patience. She probably let you think it was cool. You thought it was you were going to bed scot free.
Oh man, you thought you were getting in the bathtub, getting out the bathtub scot free. Go on there, take that bath,
bro.
Take that bath.
It's nothing worse than the damn cord on the Nintendo joystick, nigga. That thick ass black boy.
What you do to deserve that, boy?
I did some lying and got my clothes dirty and forgot my tab. Nigga, this was the first grade. I'll never forget this ass whooping. I did some lying, got my clothes dirty, and forgot my tablet. Yeah, she was on my ass.
Man, bet she was.
Man, have you ever broke a brand new pair of shoes on the first day of school? Ooh.
Bro, I'm telling you,
boy.
My mama did not play about them clothes, bro. If you come home and how she used to dress us going to school and you dirty and you lie, it's a wrap.
You got to get up at them school clothes. As soon as you come in, you need to change to your worst pair of shoes and your worst pair of pants to go outside and play and just mess around in. You know what I mean?
Yep.
playing overhead football. You know what I'm saying? You ain't,
Yeah.
hey, and I was definitely one of them youngest that get tapped a couple times for coming in with them knees dirty on them just for being rolling around and playing football. You just trying to get straight to it, you know.
Well, we definitely used to play pick up and run. And I'm to my nigga, you coming in for recess, jeans dirty as hell. No, you finna get your ass towed up.
Yeah.
Yes, you know it. Them was good pants, nigga. You playing.
So what y'all
over, nigga?
What
y'all the game? Like it'd be hard to come home without a basketball game kicking off right after school.
Oh yeah, that's
Sometimes
what
I
they
make it out of them school clothes. This is the reason why I still dress the way I dress today. I be having pair of basketball shorts under the whole outfit, ready to get to it.
Hey, that's why they wasn't doing their homework, catching them street basketball games at school.
Yeah.
But that was the priority, though. This was the order. You come home, you're gonna get yourself something to eat. There's gonna be some little quick stuff you can make in there. Change your clothes, get into that homework. And after that homework, you can go outside. But I gotta clarify that it's done.
Look, I was trying to get the homework done during school.
Yeah, 7 period.
I know the game going down out there. You know what I mean? I know the park gonna be lit.
You better not come home. You better not come home and touch a TV.
Man.
Tell that motherfucking homework.
Right.
Yeah. Ain't no playing no game. I remember this dude. My daddy used to drive the city bus, and so he knew a lot of dudes when we rode the city bus back and forth.
Yeah.
To school. And he was like, "So what you do when you get home?" Man, I said, "Do my homework." He said, "For real? Like you don't watch TV or nothing? Play outside for nope. Straight home. Get the door open. Get my little brother in there. Do my home. Cause I already knew.
Yeah,
I already knew.
Man, that was. Hey, I'm gonna tell you one thing about back in the day, though. The difference between parents and now. I remember, man, if your mama was out or your daddy was out grinding all day, and they come home to some dirty dishes, you getting woke up to that leather, boy. No matter what time you got school, Sunday school, it don't even matter. You hear me? Mama whooping you out to sleep. Like, get your head and get in here to that sink. You know what I mean?
Your mama wake up before you had to go to school and them dishes dirty. You get them clean them dishes.
And then that.
You go to work.
Yeah. But and you know, Beverly, bro, the way Beverly used to react to situations like that, them shits was few and far. Because you remember that ass whooping for a long time, boy. Like, it don't take many of them.
Straight up. The thing about it is back then you couldn't be lazy or you couldn't not do your chores. Bro. Like nowadays, nowadays.
Big fact, bro. It wasn't none of that, bro. And man, you finna get me on something.
That work ethic kick in.
For real, man.
Yeah. I'm talking about you doing grown folk work. I'm talking about you cleaning garages and get cleaning up the pecans out the yard at 9 and 10. You doing grown man work.
The whole yard. Not just the front yard, the front yard
and the back.
And the backyard.
The side, all that.
Dang.
Right.
City bus, cross town to school. You understand what I'm saying? From Hyde Park to Smoky City. If you don't know it, look it up. On the city bus. There and back with my little brother.
Yeah.
That's like my day.
Hey, but look,
if grandma need her yard cut, you on the way there too.
Straight up.
Y'all don't understand what responsibility is for real. In Memphis, Tennessee, riding the city bus across town before I'm 12 years old.
But you got to think. You got to think where we come from, right?
Come on,
then our parents before us, the reason why we got that strict, why we got morals and principles about things was because they had it. Like them folks was growing. They was doing stuff like that at like 7, 6, 8. You know what I'm saying? They was going to get water out the wells and doing stuff like that, making sure the horses right and stuff like that. So their mindset was totally different. Now it's like it's too relaxed. Like if you ask a little young person to do dishes, they stumping, but then they always want to go somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Hey, mom, can you buy me this? Hey, dad, can you buy me this? You see what I'm saying?
Always in my pocket. Oh, nigga, these niggas go to public school and they still in my pocket for school. Come on.
Yeah,
Like,
it's ridiculous on what they charge them about certain stuff in school nowadays.
Don't ask to go to the park. You did them. Don't even ask to go to the park.
Big thing,
Man,
the
what?
thing you just said. You know what I realized too, bro, is like certain things weren't a choice.
Right. Not
Right?
at that time.
Like certain things weren't a choice. You know what I'm saying? So if we in the let's just fast forward past the school year to the summer right quick. So we stayed at home. You know, we might have did vacation Bible school, couple week camp here, couple week camp there. I was a nerd. I went to math camps, probably like a lot of summers, whatever.
I'm doing a podcast right now, bro.
You come home. If my mama come home from a 7 to 3 shift and the dishes ain't washed, the floors ain't swept and mopped, the floors ain't vacuumed, the bathroom's not clean, floors swept and mopped, it's a problem. Like, it's a problem. And listen, this is not just one day a week. This is every day of the week. Not just one day of the week. Every day of the week.
7 whole days.
You hear me? So certain things just weren't a choice. You not gonna lie, you getting your ass beat the fuck out of. You not gonna steal nothing, you getting your ass beat the fuck out of. You ain't gonna talk back, you getting your mouth slapped the shit out of. You understand? Certain things just weren't a choice. So when you get products like what we are, you really gotta look and see. And then, like, what's crazy is, right, just think about all the ones that still got caught up and they had the same type of mother father dynamic that we had. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like my daddy didn't go for that lying, cheating, still he didn't go for it, bro. That's probably all LA ever beat your ass for. Is one of them things right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? So it's like when you don't have a choice, right? But then what you realize is, in hindsight, y'all know I say it's 2015, not 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Because you didn't have a choice, those things just became a part of who you are.
Yeah.
So the things that carry you through life that have kept you from a violent criminal record, or a 5 or 6 baby mamas, a rap sheet long as your arm. It hurt.
Yeah.
It was painful. It had to be, so you remember, cause I know I'm hard-headed. It had to be painful, so you can remember it was love. Though. And see, now, when I try to love my kids like that, I gotta explain it.
Yeah.
Because if I don't explain it, then they'll just think I hate them. And it's like, let me tell you something. It ain't a motherfucking thing you can do short of taking the life of one of my other kids that would make me hate you.
Right.
The world, listen to me. You got 2 things going against you. Every time you walk out this door, before you go out this door, it's waiting on you. You black.
Yeah. You black.
And your parents are still together.
It's probably the dopest thing.
You a target. Because what you don't realize is people are jealous of your dynamic. And you don't even understand it because you just don't understand it. It ain't nothing that you are accustomed to seeing.
Yeah, our normal is different from most motherfuckers' normal.
Yes. Your normal is hella abnormal in today's society.
You look at you can tell by the females because they be like, "What, you do this?
Yeah.
Oh, what, you do that?" I'm like, "What, you like? Ain't that what you used to?" That's my thing. I'm like, "Ain't that what you used to though?"
Can wash my own clothes, cook my own meals. Man, listen.
Yeah, that's a big thing. Like nowadays, Nowadays, the youngsters, I don't feel that they get that challenge as much. You know what I mean? Like, and part of it, like, for part of it is for the main point. You know, we be wanting our kid, we be wanting the best for our kids. We want what we feel that we didn't have in a sense, and not even in a bad way. Like you saying, like, you know, you might been a child that had challenges when it came to doing chores. You had to get told more than once. You might have to get whooped out the sheet one time. You feel what I'm saying?
You learn quick, boy.
Yeah, but you learn quick, and then you learn to stay on it, and then that's what build foundation for you being an adult. You know what I'm saying? You growing up, you know how to handle your business now. Now you know that, okay, when you get out the bed, you need to fold, you know, make the bed up, take a shower, fold your clothes, make sure the crib clean and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But
let me stir the conversation a little bit though, Cho.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know what else you know what else, as I'm sitting here thinking as we get into this conversation, you know what else was an element that is missing a lot these days? Church.
Oh yeah.
The right type of church.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The right type of people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I tell you, the trust level back then, I'm not trying to brag on the trust level, but what I'll say is this: the trust level when I was a teenage boy going to church with my homie, and then the man that picked us up to take us to church, taking us out to eat.
Yeah, after church.
Yeah, after church, and then making sure that he dropped me off at home because it was Sunday night, and my homie bought back off at home, and my mama trusted that. My mama was okay with that not because she knew the man, but because my auntie knew the man, and she knew that she loved me just as much as she loved my homie. I'm just like her son.
Right. Yeah.
The trust level. Yeah. You know, and we talk about it all the time now, bro. I don't let my kids go to nobody's house, dog. You ain't staying overnight no time. Zero, baby. No. Because listen, the part of me that y'all don't ever want to see is about y'all. You understand me? The part of me that y'all don't ever want to see is about y'all. I swear. If somebody do something to you, you took it out of my control. You know what I'm saying? That's a problem.
And you know what though?
Like we had church, and with church, I feel like with God comes just a different level of strength when it comes to disciplining your children and instilling things in them, because I know that for a fact, like it falls by the wayside if it's baseless. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, what they do is, what's the spiritual part of it do, it give you patience though too. And they teach you like how God deal with us as his children. Like you ain't gonna throw your child in no boiling water just because they ain't do one or two things that you've been trying to tell them to do. You know what I'm saying? Your job as a parent is to support that child through all phases of their life, even when they become grown. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
So it's more about patience and stuff. And that's a good key point that nowadays, like you said, I think it's more so the trust with the churches. Like it ain't that people don't want to go to church. It's just the things that they seeing from church. But as humans, and knowing that spirituality is a necessity, we still have to push through those barriers, like pray and ask for guidance on what church to go to, or you know what I mean? Yeah, because it is messed up out here for real.
Necessity. I say spirituality is a prized possession.
Yeah.
It is, sir. It is, because people don't understand the difference, and that's what creates that baselessness. You remember you going and doing this because of what it looked like,
right? Do you remember?
You ain't going and doing this. You ain't talking about how God whooped his kids' asses, because he did that. You're not talking about that. You ain't talking about the fire and the flood. Why the fire happened? Why the flood happened? So if we ain't talking about that, you know what I'm talking about? If you ain't convicting me when I know I came in here and I got something on my test I need to get off,
right? You gotta get some real.
I don't feel God here. And if I don't
Yeah.
feel God here, I'm gonna go where I feel God at.
Exactly. And ain't nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody make you feel like it's nothing wrong with it neither. But you know what? Like I just think back in the days, like even the tough street, the people that's per se street or then did stuff to get backgrounds and stuff like that. Them the people that you were seeing at Vacation Bible School. You know what I'm saying? All of us come from great like backgrounds. Like our people wanted the best for us. We made it our own paths once we got to a certain level of life. You know what I'm saying? Right. Whether you was a person that was influenced by people or followed the wrong crowd, or you know what I mean, they went on you. But for the most part, even the people that were struggling, I'm talking about drug addicts and everything, had their kids in church. And like you said, for Vacation Bible School back in my day, bro, they had the church van, the 12 passenger joint that'll come to your crib, pick you up, and drop you off after the joint. You getting snacks at that joint, you getting fed, you getting spiritual education and all that. You know what I mean?
Granny stayed a block away from the church, bro. We walked.
Yeah. That too.
Grandma stayed a block away from the church, bro, and technically not even a whole block.
Yeah. That too, though.
We had to go to Milan. Our church was like two cities over. Two cities over there in Milan, Tennessee.
Oh, y'all went to Milan? Okay.
So when y'all think about this, right? When y'all think about foundation and stuff like that, the things that kids see, and you know, it's coming up, adolescents, teenagers, from toddlers to grown ups. You know what I'm saying? That is a big part of it, like being involved in church and really trying to get some understanding, because they help you deal with patience and all different stuff in life, right? Now, when we take it to the activities that we love doing after school back in the day, like after homework and stuff like that, the things that we did watch, even when we was called off into the entertainment, it was some benefit to that back in the day opposed to now. You know what I mean? Like if you think about like the TV shows, like, you know, man, you go from the Jeffersons to the Family Matters to Bill Cosby to where you had a mom and a dad being a lawyer and a doctor. The examples that we were shown back then was way more inspirational than what we see now. Now we only see the love and hip hop stuff, and it's really about if it ain't no drama connected to it or nothing to fight about or curse or make our culture look like we just like dumbfounded and need a blue check for real, then it's not gonna get no play in this type of day. You know what I'm saying? They don't get even on Rap City and them type of shows, you was getting knowledge. You know what I'm saying? You was getting knowledge from almost everything that was on TV back then. Now you don't see too much of that no more.
I remember, you know what I remember? I remember not being able to watch certain stuff too.
Right.
Like at a certain age, like I couldn't watch cursing for a long time. Like unless I was with you know, somebody in the room, you know, because like a big part of the problem, right, is when you allow your kids
what you're consuming
to be left to themselves and the devices.
Yeah, they gon' wander,
right?
They gon' explore.
So if I'm sitting in the room with my auntie and my uncle, or my mama and my daddy, and we watching something and there's a lot of cursing, it don't affect me the same way as if I was watching it sitting there by myself. Yeah. Because he's sitting there with auntie, uncle, mama, daddy. You get to thinking that shit. Then you look at one of them and you realize, motherfucker, that's TV.
I remember watching movies when certain scenes come on, you get your eyes covered.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, for sure. Turn your head, boy. Turn your head. Facts, real talk. Turn that head. I'm peeking through them eyes, like I'm peeking through that joint. That's why a nigga freak is a motherfucking man.
Yep. But you know what though, bro? I think a big part of like a gap, what creates the gap, right? Is like our parents did their best because their parents did their best.
Yeah.
And for most of us, our upbringing, it was a whole bunch of teaching us how to survive, right? You realize that?
We never been able to get out of survival mode and get into strategy mode.
Exactly. We never been able to get out of survive mode, because in survive mode, your strategy is how do I get from point A to point B. In
Sure.
thrive mode,
Huh?
your mindset is A all the way to Z. And so what you realize is there's a whole bunch of more strategizing and planning and goal setting involved in getting from A to Z. But when you are limited to A to B, what's in between A to B? All the bullshit that we see going on in our culture now, that social media is perpetuating, that music is perpetuating, that the media is perpetuating, that all of these raccoon ass influencers are perpetuating, taking money to hate your own. What is that, bro? Y'all existing in this world as if the back in the day we talking about right now don't exist. The Black Panther Party didn't exist. Fred Hampton wasn't a 21-year-old with the whole city of Chicago at his rallies when he spoke about being a revolutionary. That's how y'all act. Because now you can get everything you need off of this. You ain't gotta go look nothing up. I got a job the other day, and you know what the dude told me? He said it's so good to see a person who knows what it's like not to have technology at the tips of their fingers. He said the target market is gonna eat you up because you still know what it's like. I didn't get the internet in my house till I was 17.
Yeah.
You had one computer. One.
Nigga, we never had internet in the crib.
You had so much to do though back in the day, like you said, like it was mostly
not one
outside.
Computer.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, man, on Saturdays when you did have free time, you couldn't even just chill in the crib. Your mama, that's the thing. It wasn't a lay around. It wasn't a lay around all day type thing.
Yeah, you can't lay around.
As soon as you smell that Clorox and that pine saw, you might well go on, roll over and get up, make your bed.
Bobby Blue Bland.
Yeah, and go on outside, play football, then come back in smelling like man, the bio by dinner time.
Or BB King or
like outdoor.
Straight up.
Know what's up.
Smell like straight outside. Smell like straight outside.
And so all that.
But the thing was that was so good, and
that lemon pledge.
Yeah, but you know what? That you know, when you look back on it and you look back on certain things that happened, like coming up and stuff like that, I don't regret how we was raised. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people have that pushback on, like, man, you know, now when I look back on it, like that was this. No, that was proper for the timing, bro. Back then, that was proper. But like nowadays, man, some parents even scared to whoop their kids because they think they're gonna retaliate on them with a gun, or you know, parents getting killed in they sleep and everything now, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's like the system that made it comfortable to put the information out that, oh, your parent put their hands on you or they whooped you excessively. So yeah, you know you can call us and this and that, nigga, bro.
Did I ever send y'all that video, that documentary from the family TV YouTube page, bro, about the 15-year-old? You remember I was telling y'all 15-year-old shot his dad in the head while he was
asleep. Yeah, you told us about it. I don't think you sent it to me though.
But it's so, you know, for me, man, y'all know me. I'm an observer. I read situations. And I watched this video, bro. And this you know, this man that got killed, that was the father, you know, he had spent some time in jail, so he had spent some time away from his son. You know, but his energy was the energy of a man that truly loved his child. Right?
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm going to send it to y'all. But what you see when you look at this kid is this kid that's obviously he confused about who he is and what he is, to the extent that, you know, his dad is like, you know, ain't you happy? I gave you woo woo woo. I did woo woo woo. We had woo woo woo. And you looking at what he got on, and he got designer on, and this, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, like, what's wrong with this dude, man?
Mm-mm.
And then, you know, and then it dawns on me, I'm watching a video about a 15-year-old that shot his father in the head while his father was asleep. And you see his body language and his energy when and you compare it to his father's, and it's like, yeah, that was what he was thinking about. You was happy to be doing all you was doing for him, giving him whatever for his birthday. He got designer on and all this and all that. Yet
he still ain't happy.
Yeah, you asking him like, what's the like, bro? I wish designer clothes, water, money for my 15th birthday. Oh my God, come on. Like,
that's because it's not earned. If you notice, bro, like somebody can take something that ain't yours and like, say for instance, guy that gave me a car just said he a good friend of me and he nice as hell, just came and gave me a car because he see that I've been catching a bus and riding a bike for 3 weeks.
Nice,
you know what I mean? Now, a person that hasn't never bought their own or possessed their own car on their own, like not had it handed to them or given to them, they're not gonna appreciate this. So they gonna dog it. They might drive it fast. They might go around the town and bring it back on E because they not used to doing stuff like this. Now, when you get your own, though, you're gonna know how to take care of it and be of. You're gonna be appreciative of that because like it's yours.
Yeah, it's yours. That's a survivor's mindset.
Yeah, it's yours now.
I'm gonna treat it like this because I didn't have to do shit
work to get it. Right.
I'm gonna treat it like this because I didn't have to do shit for it. That is a survivor's mindset. Because somebody trained to thrive is gonna take that vehicle and see it as something that they didn't have. That's a means to an end now.
Straight up. Man, I'm about to want to ride the bus all day, especially not these days. It's going down on the bus, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's inconvenient. You got to deal with all the nasty motherfuckers on that shit and all type of shit.
Yeah.
So you come from a clean house and you get on some shit with a bunch of nasty motherfuckers, you gonna appreciate when you got some.
Straight up. Hey, man. Hey, I appreciate this conversation, but right now we finna take a quick break, man. Get back into some of these bills. Hey, we gonna be back, y'all. Keep it locked. You know you listening to the hardest podcast on the planet, H.O.G Podcast show, man. We talking back in my day. We'll be right back.
We blessed. Thank God for
I'm blessed, thank God for making me blessed. I went through the struggle, I went through the pain, thank God for making me next. I'm blessed, thank God for making me blessed. I went through the struggle, I went through the pain, thank God for making me next. I'm blessed. I speak to the young and I speak to the youth. If it's not me, then I know it's not you. I'm thanking God cause I know I can't lose. I'm praying up so I figure my moves. I'm planning out lessons, I'm taking a quest. It's me versus me, don't know who the best. These words hitting hard, the center is chest. The crown is heavy for whoever is best. I'm blessed, thank God for making me blessed. I went through the struggle, I went through the pain, thank God for making me next. I'm blessed, thank God for making me blessed. I went through the struggle, I went through the pain, thank God for making me next. I'm blessed.
Walking up slow, but I'm standing on business. A king with the crown, my queen be the witness. Mentally tough, you can't play with my fitness. I value my family, that be the richest. Hop out the whip and I'm blessed. Yes, I cannot deal with the mess. Stress, problems we get off our chest. Yes, God, he gon' carry the load. I'm blessed. Look to the clouds for my energy. Pray my unfit for my enemies. I hope that you peepin' the synergy. I be a king till they preachin' my eulogy. How can I lose when I'm royalty? Bridges I'm burning, they came with no loyalty. Give me my flowers and feed me my grapes. I'm due for some women this morning.
I'm blessed, thank God for making me blessed. I went through the struggle, I went through the pain, thank God for making me next. I'm blessed.
Yeah. Come on, man. You already know what the fuck it is, man. H.O.G the brand. I'm like, fuck they saying. Cheddar. Ayy, Nobody coming close, I move just like a ghost. Almost winter time. Should I hit them with the project or continue making moves? Let the spectators watch it. Can't overlook this shit, bitch. My grind too obvious. Spontaneous trips, landing on islands. Graduated, no more public housing. Bought a home, the young niggas clowning. Assets don't lead to progression. Better stack up your money and invest in some shit. Entertainer like MC Hammer.
It don't matter where I go. Straight up, man. Welcome back to the hardest podcast on the planet, the H.O.G Podcast, for many reasons, man. Y'all make sure y'all get y'all some of this merch, man. Don't act like you know this ain't the hardest thing out right now. Don't act like you don't want your logo on your fabric like this, man. Don't act like you ain't seeing this every Friday. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's 2 p.m. or 7 p.m.
I got the compliments on the jacket when I was out and about.
Come on, man.
Like, man, that jacket hard as fuck.
The understatement. Pointer.
Hey, man. At the hookah lounge.
The banner. Every time I have a video call in my office, they see the banner. Oh, what's that banner? Is that you? Yep.
Hey, y'all know what we do after the break, man. We give them birthday shots out. I don't have nothing in my head right now for us like a person that got a birthday. I know my grandfather's birthday coming up at the end of the month. You know what I'm saying? So big birthday shout out to him. He gonna get some more of it on that day. Rest in peace to my boy, man, Mr. Visa 360. We laid him to rest yesterday. It was a great homegoing celebration, man. A lot of love, a lot of people. You know, I want to say this, man. Me and my mama had that conversation, man. Like, the way you live your life is what your funeral gonna be. So if you out here treating people messed up, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody perfect. You gonna have your ups and downs. Everybody got good characteristics, and some of us got bad characteristics. But you know, that'll be spoken like when they come to you passing away and stuff like that. And it was just a lot of people that got up that said similar things and along the same lines. And some people was having the same stories that we didn't experience with people. So that's how you know it's real, you know. But it was just dope to be able to how they had it set up. You know, he was a world traveler, so it was basically about like arrival and departure type thing. Even the pastor, the eulogy, bro, was so dope to where like it wasn't just all the way Bible based, but it was about like how he lived his life with the traveling and stopping at this spot. Like, so take Earth as a layover before you get to your final destination where you plan to go. So like in between these dashes and birth, when we born and stuff like that, like, you know, the way you treat people, the way that you react to things and stuff like that, man, says a lot about you, you know. And I'm happy I was able to be a part of learning some things from Anthony, man, and being able to have him on the podcast and sharpen each other, give a couple game about traveling and stuff like that, and also about like entertainment, the acting, the business side of things. So, man, rest in peace to Mr. Visa 360, man. Travel in peace, man. That was my guy. So, what I was gonna say, man. We talking back in the day, right?
I got B-days.
Go ahead, shoot them.
So, my oldest daughter, Leah, she turned 18 Monday.
Yeah, she turned. You said 18 months, right? 18 years. What's up?
Yeah, and today is my auntie birthday. My Aunt Marty, she out there in Flint.
Happy birthday, Aunt Marty.
Happy birthday
to my homie that's no longer with us, Daniel J. Beard. His birthday was January 21st. My man was right behind me. Yep, that's way. Rest in peace, bro. Happy birthday. Yeah.
Sure. You got anybody got it?
My pops had the birthday last Friday, man.
Yeah. Shout out to you, Pops. You know what I'm saying? That was on me last Friday. The 2 p.m. Germany time threw me off. So
if y'all don't know here, go check the past video. He ran the numbers up.
Oh, yeah. He good podcast with us. And it was based on it real life situation, the real talk that we as black men need to have. He definitely dropped some gems on us on here, man. Hey, talking back in our day, right? So, you know, we all over the place with it, like for us, like it's so
one
many
more.
Yo.
Best born day. It's all the Scorpios.
Man, fuck it. This shit is 2 months after, man. We ain't talking about no damn Scorpions.
Bless the lady, all the Scorpios out there, man.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Hey, what I was gonna say though. So sports, bro, like back in the day, right? Sports. Man, I was just looking at some clips, right? So Baron Davis or Stephen Francis. What's his name? Francis?
Franchise. Stevie Franchise.
Yeah, Stephen Franchise. Who y'all get on that one?
But
Francis?
Davis or Francis, yeah.
Francis. Steve Francis. Oh man, that's tough.
Damn.
That's tough.
Them boys
Yeah,
were
that is
both.
tough, bro.
They both was explosive, man.
That is tough.
Man, that's tough. Because they both had parts of that game that was,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
very similar too, in a sense. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna give it to BD because I feel like he's a little bit more of a dog, man.
Yeah,
yeah,
he is.
More of a dog.
I don't know.
Francis was finessing.
Hey, I'm gonna take the drink on that one. I'm gonna take the drink on that one.
BD was yamming on sinners, boy.
Man, Francis, what?
Yamming. Like disrespectfully yamming.
Hold on, Francis was throwing a crossover before the yam, though.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
before the yam.
Steve Francis was leaving niggas' ankles over there. What is he talking about?
Yeah,
like, cut it out.
That's hard. That's hard.
That's a hard one. All right, since that one too hard, I'm gonna give you another one. We in the sports zone right now. Back in our day, sports zone. We ain't finna touch on this too long because we got a lot of other like elements to hit in this back in my day topic. But we're gonna go with, let me see. Let's say Allen Iverson or Jason Williams.
Allen Iverson, that was easy.
Yeah.
It was only easy because Iverson black though.
No.
It's only even. It's only okay. When you looking at the whole, when you looking stat wise, I know Iverson killing them probably on the points, right? But style, like the overlooking the court, like J-Dub was a different type of guy when it came to them passes and when it came to them slashes and breaking you down. That boy come down fast speed with the right hand and act like he finna throw it behind his back, but hit the elbow and then go to the guy over here back to his right. Like that boy was a different type of guy, man.
Well, nobody faster than Allen Iverson.
Nah.
When
you can't got it. You gotta get some. You gotta get some stir up to this shit. Don't agree with him.
Wasn't nobody tougher than Allen Iverson, bro. That year he took them to the finals. That man was playing with like 8 different injuries.
Yeah, he
bruh,
was.
It is easy, and it ain't got nothing to do with the fact that Allen Iverson is black. Everything you just said about Jason Williams, motherfucker, Allen Iverson was doing that shit too. The only reason why he had more assists is because motherfucker couldn't keep up.
It's because of Iverson black. I'm gonna stick with that one.
Hey,
what you finna say, got it?
I gotta these kids in.
Nah, yeah, I gotta wait for him to come back. So
what? Nah, but that Baron Davis versus Stephen Franchise though, that was a tough one though. I ain't gonna lie, cause both of them boys they were almost similar. But to me, I'll go with Francis on there because
what about Chris Webber or Sean Kemp?
Who? Both of them kind of like I go with Kemp. I go with Kemp because the thing with him, and the only reason why I say I'm going with Kemp is because he was a monster on the defense too. You know what I'm saying? But he can still put up some points, rebounds, and put it back on the dunk and all that. I feel like
Art Page, what's going on?
I feel like Webster was more like I feel like Webb was more like what's up with your big dog? I feel like Webber was more like, you know, like just scoring. I don't feel like his defense was as on the level that Kemp defense was on. That's just my opinion, though. I could be wrong. You know what I mean?
Your opinion can't be wrong. It's your opinion.
He got some hell of assists too.
Assists?
Like
You over there looking at
you got some hell of a assist thrown to him.
Yeah, oh yeah. Who did they have back in the day? Them niggas they had Bibby.
Like Webb game was more polished, like way more polished. Like,
but I don't feel like that's a good comparison though.
Later on down the stretch when he got older, his game was really like the game they needed him to play. Sean Kemp couldn't do nothing but what he did.
Yeah.
So who would you put KG up against?
Who would I put KG?
KG was he had a different style.
That
boy had a different style down there.
The closest thing to come to KG was the Dwight Howard in Orlando.
The Dwight Howard Orlando.
I don't think
Dwight Howard in Orlando was
KG though.
20 points, 20 rebounds. That shit was like he was backstroking in the pool and getting 20 and 20. And KG was his shit when he came in, bruh. Expect him for like 3-4 years, 20 and 20 something, 20 and 20 something, 20 and 20 something. You can't tell me. Bruh. KG?
Yeah.
Different
KG was that guy.
Bro.
KG was that guy. Bro. I just had to stir up some of that sports talk
let's talk about how Coach on him and Michael Ola Candy had. Don't both of they had.
I got one. Tim Hardaway, what's his name? Damon Stoudemire. I think that was his name. Damon Stoudemire, PG.
That ain't fair.
Man, Tim, that's two different
you got
positions.
Somebody much more respectable than fucking Damon Stoudemire, dude.
Yeah, Damon Stoudemire.
Stoudemire was a fucking one-hitter quitter.
Hardaway was that guy.
Tim Hardaway, they modeled the point guard position after Tim Hardaway, the way he played that shit. Stop playing, man. Get that man somebody else, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's disrespect. I'm calling you on that one. That's disrespect. Damon Stoudemire, bro. Damon Stoudemire is
not. You had to put him with Gary Payton, Gary Payton or something like that, or maybe like
Hardaway. I thought Gary Payton, nigga.
Avery Johnson. You know what I mean? Like he fall in that category. I feel like, you know what I mean?
Avery Johnson forever.
Yeah, he harder than Avery Johnson, but I'm saying all around player though.
Gary Payton, you say Gary Payton, or you say Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah, but Gary, to me, Gary was more of a defensive player. He knew how to score. He can get points and stuff like that. But his motive really was the defense. He'll lock a nigga down. You know what I'm saying? That's why he got the nickname Glove. You know what I'm saying?
But the levels got to match, bro. And Tim Hardaway is all the fuck up here.
What about Agent Zero? Agent Zero.
I can't.
Or Agent Zero or Mitch Richmond.
First of all, I don't like Gilbert Arenas. He's a fuck ass dude. Let's just make that clear. Basketball wise though, he's shitting on Mitch Richmond. I'm sorry.
You think he's shitting on Mitch?
Fuck yes. Fuck yes. Fuck yes. Mitch Richmond was a dunker.
Mitch Richmond was a shooter too.
That nigga was a dunker.
Mitch Richmond?
That nigga was a dunker, bro. I remember Mitch Richmond.
I ain't talking about Jason Richardson.
I know he could shoot too, but I remember him from the dunks.
Hey, your boy Art said what about Dominique Williams? Dominique Williams. He Wilkins. Yeah, he was one of them guys.
Who you put him against though?
I think he was trying to put him against what we talking about? Tim last?
Sean Kemp, maybe you can put him with Sean Kemp.
Put him against Jordan.
Yeah, that's the only. I mean, but not the games. Though he had no games against MJ, guy.
He had some dunks, but he ain't had no all around. You know what I mean?
Put him against that. The only reason why I said that because the dunk contest.
But hey, let's skip.
So would that be a? Would you compare? Could you do a Wilkins versus Vince Carter? Could you do that?
Yeah.
No,
I mean, Jordan still got to be in the conversation because Jordan beat that ass in the dunk contest.
No, because Wilkins was more about slashing and dunking. Vince Carter had a more overall game. He could shoot that jump on your ass too. So
let me ask you this:
Dominique can shoot that bit too.
Man, not like Vince though. Vince was pulling that bit from deep threes. Duncan Wilkins might get a little 15, 17 footer or something like that. You know,
we gotta compare specific things when you talking about a Dominique and a Vince because that's different eras in the NBA.
Exactly.
It wasn't really too many guys capable of being consistent from the 3-point line when Wilkins was in his prime. So it
consistent. It wasn't in Wilkins' age.
It was not.
You ain't had Bird. You ain't had Larry Bird back there.
I said it wasn't too many.
Yeah,
I didn't say it wasn't none.
You had to go Bird and Magic back then.
They had shooters, man. They had
shooters, but it wasn't like you got like 100 fucking shooters now. Back then, it might have been 15 to 20.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like man, when you sit back and think about the niggas that I used to play NBA Jam with and go hard on niggas' ass. I can't. What's that white boy name? Mullen, Chris Mullen. Chris Mullen had that motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot of Reggie Miller.
It's real like Chris Mullen was a big shit.
So it was a lot of people that were throwing that thing in there back in that daytime. But you know, we don't really talk about sports too much on this joint. That's why I decided to throw that in there because
Pedro.
Stojakovic.
Oh yeah.
Stojakovic.
Yeah. He was one of them guys.
That man could shoot the shit out there. Tony Kukoc.
Man. Steve Kerr.
Yeah.
John Paxson.
Yeah. Hancock, or what's the for the Utah Jazz? Them two tops they had. Was it Hancock or what's the name?
Hornacek.
Hornacek. And what was the other one? What was the other one? Stockman. Yes, sir. Them boy was ridiculous.
So would you pick? Okay, since we going there,
we can't never leave out the trash, man.
So since we going there, what's your choice between Karl Malone and Alonzo Mourning?
Mourning.
Yeah, Mourning was more of a dog than Karl.
Mourning.
I think Karl had him beat on that footer though, that 15 footer. He can shoot that body.
I don't like Karl Malone for personal reasons off the basketball court, so I'd never pick him.
Yeah, but that's why I would say with him with that, like
Karl Malone. He's a black man.
He'll shoot that jump like Alonzo though. He used to do his thing on the boards and grabbing it and putting it back up and stuff like that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he had an all-around game for a big man. He had a nice fadeaway.
That boy said he's heating up.
He definitely was holding that motherfucking paint down.
Yeah, NBA Jam was.
He held that paint
on that NBA Jam, right?
Yeah. I feel like I remember Zoe. I like Zoe because like I said, Zoe had a whole game. Like you ain't finna come down there and think you finna hold him in the motherfucking paint. He gonna block your shit, or you ain't getting to the rim. You know what I'm saying? And he gonna put that bitch on your head too.
Yeah.
Magic question. What game your mama had to force you to turn off?
Back in the day.
Any Lego game.
And go to bed.
Any Lego
game. You talking about video game?
Video game. Your mama like, turn it off.
Of course, the Super Mario Brothers.
Mario Brothers, hell yeah.
Of course, Super Mario Brothers.
Mario Brothers. I used to be trying to get everywhere.
I'm going with that NBA Jam, boy. It's hard to get off that NBA Jam and go to bed.
I ain't had NBA Jam. My homie had NBA Jam, so I ain't really play that till I went to his house. They always beat my ass.
You remember that old Arch Rivals?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie.
That NBA Live.
And then Zelda, what they call that, John? Zelma or Zelda?
Zelda.
Yeah.
I never played this shit.
I had a cousin that played that John so much, like it was his life depended on it. You hear me? Like that man Knowing, yeah, you got to do this. You got this nigga reading codes and everything to get to this
Yeah,
chess
I
and
hated
all
that
this
shit.
stuff.
On that Street Fighter shit, I used Mortal Kombat. Yeah, I just hate niggas that
I-
knew the codes
That
and shit.
knew the codes and shit for the
I hated them
fatalities and shit. Man, my homie Marcus, that nigga knew all that shit, bro. When we was
Research.
kids.
Hey, research anything but what they need to research. It's just like the kids now. What they interested in, they gonna research it. But when it comes to something else, they ain't gonna do it. So back in the day too, though, right? Coming up, like when it came to resources and workforce centers on like helping kids understand how to fill out applications, how to do like financial accounts and stuff like that. We learned that back in high school. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure some of these kids learn it nowadays, but it just ain't applied to their regular life like how it was in our time. You know what I mean? What y'all feel about that? Do y'all feel like we need more resources out in the world to help these kids get prepared for the real workforce after high school?
It start with the local hustles. If they ain't doing none of the local hustles to learn how to get money and learn how to contribute to the household, they ain't really gonna learn that fast. Because you know, you get to a certain age, you allowed to be a kid until a certain age. You know what I mean? Then you got to go out there and get it, figure it out. Hey, I got somebody over here. They cutting grass. They say you can come with them.
Mm-hmm. I think it's a twofold thing, right? It's about what we expect from the community, and it's also what we pour into the community, right? Because if we want our kids to have resource centers where they can go and learn financial literacy and job interview etiquette in general, because I done took an etiquette class.
Yeah.
We have to push for those things and create those things in our community and give people the opportunity to, you know what I'm saying, to come around and support these things, because you know.
Does this have anything we're doing? Do you think that has anything to do with voting for like state representatives and stuff like that?
Of course it do.
Some of it.
But when you talking about your community, it's lower level. It's your alderman. It's your mayor. You know what I'm saying? It's your representative.
Because you gotta along with building and teaching, educating stuff like that, you have to create safe spaces for them to go in there and do that.
Correct.
That's a lot of places. There's not a lot of safe spaces to go get that from.
That's a good point.
You know, like I know now. Back when we was coming up, see, you know how to start a conversation. Back when we was coming up, the athletes that you knew was gonna make it, they didn't get fucked with.
Yeah.
Smart kids that you knew was gonna make it, they didn't get fucked with. The kids that was half in, half out, cause they ain't know and they didn't want to get their ass beat, they didn't get fucked with. Nowadays, everybody get fucked with because there's no code, there's no order, there's no
structure.
Somebody in the community got to make it. Enough of y'all out here killing each other. What about the ones that ain't trying to kill each other? What about the one that's trying to keep shooting the ball? So he's shooting the ball for millions. You know what I'm saying? What about the one that if you give him a chance to keep working these math problems, he gonna come up with the equation for the next big break?
Hey, since you said that brings another point to me that I want to ask about, like some of the things that I feel like that was more structured and organized back in the day for us, like when it came to mistreatment to our culture, like, you know what I'm saying, drugs entering communities and stuff like that, the lack and ability to be able to, you know, go to these schools and things like that, the type of reasons that people got at and protest back then opposed to now. Exactly. I want to say, like, so for what's going on right now in the state that I reside in right now is a big thing that everybody's stepping up for the ICE being in the town, but not even understanding why they really here is one thing. The mistreatment and stuff that they doing that's illegal, that's an issue to deal with. But I feel like us as a culture, just in general, we have a whole step before we get into this overall general protesting about something that this small, because first we have our own problem with our own people taking each other out at a higher rate than what we facing with this shit that's happening right now. You see what I'm saying? Like, I feel like the community leaders and the people that say they bossed up and they do this and they community mentors and stuff like this, why are we not getting out protesting when it's a 14-year-old, it's a young gang violence, like blacks against blacks, killing blacks? Why are we not standing like protesting like what they doing now for the ICE type thing? I feel like that's a thing that we need to correct, and we need to get on that first, like letting them know that it's not cool to take each other out at the rate that we taking each other out. And not only that, bro, this the first time that I've ever seen Indians involved in a protest, bro. I've never seen Indians get on the front line on anything when it came to like this type of stuff that's going on in Minnesota and in all these other cities that this man is dispersing ICE agents in. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel like we got a whole lot of that we need to do. Like once this stuff going on in our communities, and like it shouldn't be praised that a nigga made $100,000 on the corner that his grandma, his auntie, his niece, his uncle, the community that they grew up in. You know what I'm saying? It's like suicide. It's like we killing our own stuff, but it's praised, it's looked at as you a big dog, or you a street hustler, or you a head bust, or whatever it may be. You know what I mean? And I was just talking to Cortez them about this the other night. Like, you know, I was helping him understand, because he was telling me like, all right, what's your offense? You know, I mean, what's their offense? He was asking his sisters what their offense is, and I was like, offense, man, what you talking about? Like line up, like, you know, we know how to depict like the terms and stuff. So you saying like, what's your roster? How many people you talking to, or how many people you got lined up? So I broke down to him to where like, okay, in our culture, it's always praised when you a young man and you can have multiple women, right? Mm-hmm. But then on the lop side of things, when you get with a girl that had a history or that went through some stuff, or she might was hot in the tail at the time, you can't take it. She called a hoe, she called this, she called that. You know what I'm saying? So I told him, I said, a lot of the times, things that may seem cool and popular won't matter 10 years down the line or 20 years down the line, because they don't express to you that, okay, yeah, you hitting a lot of chicks, and that's what we look at as, oh, that's a man, he cool, he a player, he a big dog. But they don't tell you about the soul ties. They don't tell you about the STDs. They don't tell you about you might get a baby mama behind one incident. One incident that's the worst woman on earth surfaces. You see what I'm saying?
Man.
She the worst woman on earth surfaces.
And they don't explain the concept of a woman scorn.
Man, straight up.
Some shit.
So, you know, I just think, man, we got a lot of things to do when it comes to our community, particularly.
That's a whole podcast right there. A whole podcast, destroying good women.
Man.
Yeah. But that's the way, think about it, bro. All over the globe, 50 states. If you, man, in every city, you ain't even gotta have no talk about motion, right? you ain't gotta have no job, no nothing going. You just a nigga that get fresh. You might get a ride. Or have you a car in high school or something like that. But if you hitting all the chicks, you consider the popular guy and the cool guy, and you will stand out from the rest of the people.
Getting a ride.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's a lot of stuff that we have to change, like mentally.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As a culture, to get to the place where we need to be. You know what I'm saying? And I think it starts first with that. The same way we out here marching about ICE being in our neighborhoods and stuff like that, we need to be marching by these niggas running around here shooting kids and women and robbing old people and stuff like that. We need to have the same protests. You know what I mean?
That's another podcast. What are you bringing to the table?
Come on, man. Come on now. And we ain't talking about no gentle areas. For man or woman, don't even bring that into the fact.
Liabilities and chaos.
Man, for real.
Liabilities and chaos. I don't need neither one of them.
We definitely the order that we had, like, I think taking this from the conversation earlier, I think we had way more order back then in our day than we do now. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of things that affect us not having order right now too. System being on kids' side or making it feel like that. So you want me to not whoop my kid ass so you can kill him, basically?
Exactly.
That's what you want me to do. Like, just let me go and
don't right out my head. Corner. You took the thought right out of my head. Because I'm sitting here thinking, like,
helps you understand
I
the situation to find a way of making progress.
For real though.
Corner.
Corner.
Look, I'm sitting here thinking, right? Like, okay, when I was in elementary school, the teacher could whoop your ass.
Yeah.
The principal will whoop your ass.
Man.
I remember having, and it's crazy, right? Because, like, when you said that, it just, like, so much popped on the brain, but specifically, right? Because here's what I remember. Here's what I recall, right? And it speaks to what discipline was then versus what discipline is now. And when I went to Guthrie Elementary, the principal's name was Dr. Roy Logan. That man was he was the first tall motherfucker I ever seen in my life. Bruh, he was tall. Like tall, like 6'8", 6 something. Bruh, tall. You feel? This man, what he did to instill discipline in the entire elementary school was on certain days when you go to the cafeteria, you can talk.
Yeah, silent lunches. I don't know.
Certain days when you go to the cafeteria, you cannot talk. Now, guess who is in the lunchroom every damn rotation, making sure ready to give out them licks if he catch somebody talking? Dr. Roy Logan. Yes, sir. I done got that tap on my shoulder. Come on over here. Put your hands on this bitch.
Shit.
Hey, what you know about that? Did y'all have Saturday school too?
Take this three. Hey, take these three or explain to your mama why you at home.
Man, look.
Shit,
I remember having
three with the quickness.
I remember it was three different methods. It was three methods. You can have in-school suspension. You can have in-school suspension, which is you still get to come to school, but you in a one room all day. It ain't no windows in that joint. It's kind of similar to a holding cell.
Us
but
three
you only
have that option.
Like you.
Now,
if that was an option for any one of us three, boy.
So look, it was that one. So that you had in-school suspension. You also had Saturday. You had Saturday school suspension. You also had after-school detention. You know what I'm saying? That come mostly, that's discipline behind like being tardy and stuff like that. Yeah, and then Palins
take some licks though.
Yeah, and this is the difference though. This is why I kind of understand now. Like, I ain't gonna lie, the way that the teachers that's in place and the people that's in the places of education now, I wouldn't trust them.
No,
not even just touching my child, anybody's child, because of the way they thought pattern is right now. You feel what I'm saying? So it's something like we kind of gotta bite the bullet on.
That goes back to that trust thing we were talking about earlier.
Exactly.
Yeah, because Dr. Roy Logan was a respected man in the community till the day he died. So it wasn't no questioning his morals or his principles. You know what I'm saying? You ain't worried about whether he got child porn on his computer or some crazy shit like that. He wasn't that kind of guy. Period.
And then, but you got to think of it now, like, so we think about like we talking about like the discipline and the trust and stuff like that. So nowadays the mindset of the woman and the young men that's out here producing kids now is not what it was back when we was coming up. You feel what I'm saying? So you might be so sensitive about your child or somebody telling you about your child that you instantly get on defense instead of overlooking the whole situation and then really having a conversation with your child before the discipline, before the yelling, before this. And I had to check myself on that a lot. It would be times that, you know, I would get calls from the school and I go straight at my kids. And then we started to listen and just listen to the whole story and be like, okay, this ain't making sense. The teacher called, you had partial information when you called. So in order for me to discipline my child the right way, I need the concrete information. Don't call me talking about what another teacher said and what a child told that teacher. No, was you there? Did you see? Because then I know how to deal with my child accordingly. You know what I'm saying? So now I know this, like, even this is a personal situation that things are not accurate as they was back then. Like teachers weren't just picking on kids back then. If you was a bad kid, everybody knew it, and they had an alarm out for you. Oh, watch out for this child, this and that. So nowadays it's more about this is how they supposed to act. They supposed to push back on this and they supposed to not listen. But I feel one of the reasons is, what do y'all think about voice, right? Back in our day, I don't feel like we had voices like these children have, the leeway to be able to speak how they feel and stuff like that now. Do y'all agree with it or not? Because like I have to tell our kids sometimes, like, hey, just because we give you leeway to express yourself, you still need to make sure that you understand how it's coming out and how it's coming across, because they can get the shit slapped at you, like, for real. Like, and I don't mean the use the profanity, but you know what I'm getting to. Like, they can get quickness. Yeah, because
you will get slapped the shit out of it.
Because back then we did not, like, man, you can come in the room and, hey, grandma, this it might be something that really need to be said and said, man. And it's grown, hey, get your behind out of here. Don't come in here while grown folks talking. So it was all shut down.
Don't come in the room talking. You gonna get smacked hard.
Straight off the rip. But I feel like it's a gift and a curse with them having a voice nowadays, opposed to us back in the day. I feel like you know, it was something we wouldn't have, man. We would have had bruises all type of places, speaking our mind the way these kids try to. You know what I mean?
And you know what I think too, though? I think, right, like, so now what you had, there's a disconnect between parents and
children. Or teachers, you say?
Yeah, and teachers.
Okay.
Because I, as a parent, feel like you need to be authoritative with my child.
Yeah, fact.
Right?
Yeah.
You need to be authoritative with my child. Yeah. You don't need to let my child feel like my child has a choice, because they're gonna play you every time.
Yeah.
They don't get that at home. They know at home ain't no choice. You're gonna do what mama or daddy said, or daddy is gonna deal with your ass harshly. Because I'm not on them how I was on, how my mama was on me. But that disrespect, that shit is gonna be checked immediately and expeditiously. Because when you go out there with that attitude and you talk to somebody that already don't like you because of the color of your skin, that's ground for them to pull a bullet in you. Mm-hmm. Straight up. That's how the world treats you.
But they want to hold you back. They want to, like I just said earlier, like, so you want me to not discipline my child in a proper way so that you can get a free kill?
Exactly.
Or for that you can get, because that's what it's going to lead to, yeah. But, you know.
have no respect for authority, because that's what it is. You don't have respect for authority. People kill me. Okay, if a police accosts you, the minimum is a respect for the authority that their uniform holds. If you don't give them that, then you give them open season on how the fuck they can treat you, and it's a high chance that it ain't nothing gonna happen to them
at all.
Why? Because your brawn overpowered your brain, and you forgot that we in America, and these motherfuckers can do what they want. I'm not putting no child of mine out there for you fucks to kill, because they cowards, and where they come from ain't legit either.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I'm trying to get a Humboldt to pull
it's
up.
like it's a simple concept: respect for authority, so that you can walk away from that conversation when that conversation is over, instead of being covered up and put on the motherfucking stretcher.
Facts. Because a lot of them, they not even thinking and trained the way that I remember growing up in our day, and being in West Memphis, Arkansas, and the police. Some of them was different. I mean, you still had the racism that you dealt with and stuff like that, but you did also had the people that cared, that knew your grandma, that knew your pastor, or that knew this, and to pull you to the side and say, hey, you know, Miss Thornton one like you out here doing this and that, and they taking the weed from you and stomping on it, opposed to just taking you straight to the slammer first, just to put some on your background to have you. Like I told my son, I said, man, you like an alien to this world until you become involved into the system. So that's from traffic tickets or whatever. If you can stay under the radar and keep people off you, it's just like having perfect attendance. If you can get up and you pride yourself in not letting them jam you in this system, because that's the most thing that they want to do is keep us trapped, like into the system some type of way.
When you're in the system, you're a dividend.
Some type of way. It's money.
You're a dividend. Now it's passive income.
Yeah,
20 years of passive income. Life sentence, a lifetime of passive income. Come on, man. Y'all know that's my wheelhouse right there. We can do that.
And then back in our day, we'll take it back to the when families were really knitted to where you get 7 generations of kids that can go to grandma's house for a weekend and play and eat and go outside to play, hit the can and do some chores to make money. And then on Sunday morning, everybody going to church, coming home after church, eating it before you get dropped off at your home. It was a lot of
grandkids. I can't wait, man.
Yeah, it was a lot of knitting going on then, and positive knitting. Nowadays, worldwide, we don't have that as a black culture no more. You got some family members that don't even talk to each other. They not getting up for Christmas, birthdays, and nothing like that, which is things we shouldn't pride ourselves in celebrating and getting broke for anyway. We should always be open to loving our family, open to, fellowship and breaking bread. And what I mean by that's like the gatherings that you have. When you get over there, it shouldn't always just be about the turn up, the drinking, the smoking, and this and that, playing music. What can we do to make generational wealth? Yeah, basically. What can we do to do that? Like when we in them situations, because us as black people, they can say what they want to say about us, bro. When we love hard, but like the space that we at right now on that, when it comes to like, man, your family being knitted and everybody being able to, man, this so small, this situation so small that we ain't even got to fall out about this or have no harsh feelings or nothing. Cause once it go to a physical level, bro, really, I don't give a fuck. If you shouldn't have to fight your family, bro.
Yeah,
or your friend or whatever you call family. Yeah,
I'm walking away. I'm not fighting my family or nobody I call a friend. I'm walking away. That's it.
In certain situations, when
you don't put your hands on me, I'm walking away.
Yeah, but then it's a lot of situations.
You put your hands on me, as long as as long as I'm in control, I'm walking away.
And you know what though? Sometimes the verbal altercation is worse. It's worse than the physical. You know what I'm saying? Because like you can say something to somebody you might did something back then and they forgave you, like, this family, this and that. And then this same thing come about again. Them same line of words come about again, whether they threaten threatening or whatever, you know what I'm saying? That'll make you feel like, you know what? I gotta watch this motherfucker here. I can't play or be on I can't get caught slipping on no way because I don't know really what your mindset is. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You ain't balanced. You ain't concrete about your emotions and how you really feel. They flare up and you get to doing this and see that. So I just peep stuff. But for my family, my intermediate family, like my people that's under this wall and this roof right here, man, like I'm approaching having a grandbaby. And then my youngest daughter, you know what I'm saying? I want the best for them on all levels. So when my grandbaby get her, you're gonna see it's gonna be a big difference on how niggas deal with stuff because I'm trying to be here for them as long as I can be. And I want them to be straight when it comes to like, I want them to understand that you ain't gonna always see eye to eye with family. You ain't gonna always agree with family. But how I was raised, family is everything. You never know with the world we living in, man. You might have to stay under the same roof. You know what I mean? Mexicans been doing it forever. The Somalians, all these people that they try to talk about right now, they been on it. You know what I'm saying? We as a culture, the thing I hate about our culture is that we do stuff when we forcing to do it. Yeah, we can come together as people, like for sure. But I feel like most of the times we have to get forcing to do that. You know what I mean?
Bro, but you gotta, you have to, and this is a part of the problem. You have to identify what was done to our culture. You understand what I'm saying to you? Because our culture was not always this.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's we can't like identifying it is one thing. I think we already kind of know how to identify that. The thing is, what are we doing to change the shit?
We gotta heal. But how the hell can you heal when everything around you is built to keep the wounds open? Like,
stop giving that power. Stop giving that power.
It's created to keep the wound open. And the run-of-the-mill average person just don't have the energy, bro. Like we talk about it how we talk about it, how we walk around upright with the weight of the world on our shoulders, bro. Everybody don't have that intentional fortitude.
Let me tell you something though.
And them dudes, them alphabet boys that impacted all of this shit on our culture, that made this shit what it is today, they knew that because they studied that.
So is this not the same system that our ancestors dealt with?
Our ancestors dealt with it by getting killed.
I know, but I'm saying, is it not the same system though?
It has evolved. Believe that.
Exactly, it has. But is it not the same system?
It has evolved.
Is it not the same system?
No,
yes or no? It is, bro.
It's not.
Okay, so what changed? What made it different than back then? With what I'm talking about, the barriers of what we deal with as people, like you saying that we need to heal from, and this and that, right?
Have a discussion about the barriers because it ain't just about the barriers.
Okay, so but you're
the
saying
goalpost has been moving as the world has evolved.
So we gonna keep saying this. We're gonna keep saying, hey, bro, well, we need to heal from this and this and that. So then we come up with things to heal from what we done went through, and shit still don't change, bro. It's a lot of people out here doing stuff to help our community and to help black folks do this and that. You know what I'm saying? But at a lot of times, the people that's in those positions, sometimes they be gatekeeping, sometimes they be. I'm just community leaders, activists, like advocates, people just like in our community, people that stand for what they say that can better black people. What I'm saying,
I ain't seen none in a long time. Yeah. The only ones I would give true credit to being that are dead.
I say because we just say ourselves too. But what I'm saying is, like you saying, I get where you going with we have to heal first, but that's just like an excuse, like saying like I ain't gonna have no baby until I feel like I got enough money to take care of the baby. You know what I mean?
Not an excuse.
So what is it?
It ain't an excuse at all. It's the truth. It's what need to happen.
So how do we get to that point to where we heal, right?
By building it in our communities.
So you don't feel like that there's nowhere in the 50 states that's happening?
No, because it would be out there for us to see.
I feel like we give the oppressor too much props on the system that they created to keep us bounded. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I feel like we give them too much props. You know what I'm saying? It's just like giving the devil props.
Maybe we do. But what I see proves that they had a fucking hell of a game plan.
Yeah.
Like what everything I see proves that they had a hell of a fucking game plan.
Yeah, but we always been stronger. But we always been stronger.
And we were doing it to them. I would have did it exactly how the fuck they did it.
But guess what? We always been strong enough to overcome anything that they done threw at us. So why the fuck that we can't get past this?
Apparently we ain't been strong enough to overcome everything.
Nah, the system, of course, because you got to think, ain't none of our people. It's just like the Africans that say when they come here, right? And I was having that conversation with like a while ago. When they come into the United States, it's not no brown-skinned people in those offices that's giving them the information to get accepted into the United States. So, and like you said, like, okay, yeah, we do have barriers on the discrimination when it come to hiring and all of this different type of shit. But then we do have black people that's in them positions, bro, that totally abuse it just like they was white. They use the white game against the black person because they in that position, and they sometimes it may be to where like they feel they have to do that to stay accepted in these certain type of people eyes. I feel like, you know what I mean? But like, you know, I feel like we don't give ourselves enough props as a culture when it comes to like the stuff that we didn't withstand. Like we didn't went through so much shit, but at the same time, it's like we stagnated because everybody say, but don't do. You know what I'm saying? We don't do enough to get out of the situation that we in because, bro, mentally, physically, defense-wise, and everything, we have what it takes to put ourselves in that position. It's just being scared of what we think may happen behind challenging it.
Exactly.
Oh man, yeah, they're gonna come and lock us up, or they're gonna hang, or they're gonna take our men out the crib and shoot them and do this to them and this and that in front of the kids and the wife to scare them to be strong. You see what I'm saying? Fuck.
You know what? It's just listening to that part right there. It's disturbing because where we come from, we want to make it out of it. And for them, they staying there and they building it.
Come on, man.
They building the coffee shops and all this type of things to support them to not have to be around us.
So if it's so much love in our neighborhoods and we so much of a great culture, why do we want to escape where we come from? You know what I'm saying?
It's because we're not protecting the ground that we walk on.
We ain't been taught that we need to rebuild and build where we from.
We don't have
that we need to get out.
Go somewhere else to make better, right?
Yeah, but we don't have the black Karens that's calling out the bullshit. Hey, what you doing over here? I'm being nosy because you doing some suspect ass shit. They protecting their shit. It might look like assholes. It might look like an asshole or a racist in the process sometimes, but they actually protecting they land and building value on their land.
I think it leads back to exactly what I said. Like when it comes to let's not just protest about the shit that's popular to protest about. Like for us, like the general thing. Us as a culture need to be on this protesting. We need fathers out here protesting against deadbeat moms that's using a child support to keep the man down on certain different things when he really out here trying. You feel what I'm saying? We need
child support. What is the child support built off of? Like, are you trying to gain a number that's actually benefiting the kid or benefiting yourself? It's like it's no structure to it. Like it's no accountability. There's really no accountability to the child support.
But the methods
is give them what they want and keep us looking crazy.
It go back to the system though, like Lee said, like the method of child support is still a part to break the black household down. It ain't no different than welfare. It ain't no different than all of the systems created for women to do things on their own, food stamps or whatever it may be. It's the same It's the
Everything
same
is
thing,
like
just a
being in a
different
hole.
name.
It's like
But it's
starting in a
but
hole. You
but
gotta climb your ass out and be exhausted in a motherfucker before you get to what
so
the fuck you need.
so if you got so many black mothers on child support and blase,
Yeah.
why are they not building up centers and everything that's catering to developing the kids?
They don't have the knowledge.
You know what I
They don't
mean?
have the knowledge.
There's no money going towards developing the actual kids that need the development and the resources.
Nope.
Well, I can't even speak on that because I'm not in a position to say that. But if I was to speak on it, I would say that, they use it as a financial gain for themselves, like opposed to thinking about things like that, like
But
resources that can help and stuff.
what's the cutoff when you're a high value man?
Shit, you understanding your standards, understanding what
But
you will take and what you won't.
no matter what we understand, that number ain't understanding of us. So where are the resources really going to? It's some people paying $10,000 a month for
They
child
greedy.
support.
Jermaine,
Where's
they
that?
greedy.
They greedy.
Where's it going to? It's going to some nails getting done, some weaves getting put in, but it ain't going into developing that child, giving them resources. Think about it. If you paying child support for 18 years and it still ain't no college fund or nothing,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? To get to the next level for that
So
kid.
you basically feeling like that out of the portion of the money that they get, that if it was some separated towards education or different type of resources in life that can better that child, that it'll be a better environment.
I think at least 10% of the monthly should go towards their education at the end.
Well, you got to think about this too, though.
At the minimum.
Think about this too, though. Think about this too. Ask any woman that's on child support, right? They receive child support. First of all, say for instance, the man getting 800 took from his paycheck, right? We'll just throw that number out there, 800. Out of that 800, that woman might not even receive but like 300 of that. So where does the other 500 go? You feel what I'm saying?
What he owed from what she took from the
state. You see what I'm saying? So it still all leads back to trying to break the household down. And I think we need our women to understand it and our men to understand. Like, first of all, bro, don't dip in nothing without no plastic if you ain't ready to experience that type of thing. And we have to start thinking prior to the sex. Like, okay, you should be able to know if this woman is that type of woman that's gonna use your money for her nails and stuff like that before you even create a baby with her, though. Am I lying, though?
Yeah.
No, you're not.
But think about it.
There is no kind of as you making money, they keep taking.
Yeah. But in your younger years, you ain't thinking about building your body. It's a lot of things in your youth. When you having kids in your youth, you don't have no knowledge of. You know what I mean? It's youth.
It should be something.
At this age, we understand in a different way. But when you in that youth, when that thing get hard because the wind blew to 10 degrees warmer.
Yeah, you ain't caring about that.
It ain't.
I get that, but you got to think. Okay, we lean back like, okay, to back in our day, right? I remember seeing my grandmother, and some people might look at this as weak. I remember seeing my grandmother-in-law, bro. Like when my granddaddy had to work and shit like that, at the top of the week, bro, his clothes was washed, his stuff was earned and already ready to go. His stuff was already in order. So I don't think our culture in that area lack the preparation of what these other cultures do. Like Mexican girls, they already getting prepped on being wives since before 5. They already getting showed this is what you do, this is what happens. And us too, we can't even take away from that, because I know a lot of people look at us like, oh yeah, well, black people like this, and we the total opposite when you think about how we dressed back in the day opposed to now. 9-year-old little boys had suits and ties on back in slavery time and stuff like that. It wasn't like these crop top shirts with tight spandex jeans or nothing like that. So we can't say that we didn't come from greatness. We got to get back to the greatness. It ain't gone. It's just we gotta we gotta have those resources like these grandmas now. You got grandmas, okay, like I said, I'm finna be a grandfather soon. Nigga, I'm less than 50, less than 45. You see what I'm saying? So my mindset has always been on a mature mindset than my peers. That's why I'm at where I'm at in life. That's why I'm able to discipline myself to, yeah, nigga, when I was 17, 19 years old and we were clubbing and buying polo shirts every weekend and weed and stuff like that, I still was paying real rent. You know what I'm saying? At the age where niggas were sleeping on females' couches and Papa was a rolling stone.
Motherfucker though.
Come on, I'm for real though. These niggas ain't like, man, you will know the people that hasn't been responsible their whole life.
So got an age sleeping on somebody's couch, ain't got no motherfucker where to go.
But we had to get back to that place to where like the grandma, you need to sit your ass down and don't turn up so you can give that younger girl the knowledge of, okay, this is the man that you not looking to. Because as black couples, as black people, you shouldn't have a baby with a person that you want to see not have tissue to wipe his ass. Because you mad because he ain't with you and all of this stuff in the system that pop in. That's just personally how I feel. You know what I mean?
We got a Hambodian in here.
All right, bring the Hambodian on in the building. What's up with it?
What's going on? What's going on?
What's up, boss dog?
You try to get him on here for a minute. This shit ain't been working out. For FJ, for y'all, that's the homie FJ back at Humboldt too.
Well, all of that.
What we talking about right now, he gonna get his own podcast because he doing so much.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So for y'all, this you're just gonna get a little bit. What we talking about right now, FJ? We talking about back in my day.
Back in my day.
We talk about a little bit of everything.
Okay.
So you can hit him with a question.
Yeah, we've been touching around it, man. We've been touching around it, and what we basically was just on is like, you know, how we get to a place to where black people can heal and move towards these things that hold us back as a culture, you know. And I feel like it ain't that we don't have it, or it ain't that we don't have those resources and knowledge. It's like a lot of people, we just not applying it. You know what I'm saying? Like we not applying it to the highest level we can apply it to, because everything else we want to do, we do it. If you want to become a content creator, you see people posting 30 times a day about nothing. Everything that they got going on in their life. I just bought a new toothbrush. I just got a new pair of boxes. I just got some new slip bands. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know. So anything we want to do, we can do it, bro.
Right up here.
And I just feel like, you know, it's time. It's time for like gentlemen like us, and then females too. Like we gotta understand that we can't make their mindset change because of what the system made them feel like was cool to, oh yeah, you can be by yourself in this and this. It ain't the right way to do it. I don't give a fuck what it is. It ain't the right way to do it, because we shouldn't have to, even if you don't get along with the person that you had a baby with, bro, you should still want to see good for them. You should still want them to be, you know what I mean? You shouldn't want no malice on them. That's the person that you laid down with and created a seed with, but you don't want him to have tissue to wipe his behind because he ain't with you no more. You know what I mean? So you putting the child support people on them, and then you go from there to like everybody's saying like, okay, they get this, and then they use the money for personal stuff opposed to things that can help the child and stuff like this. So. Right. I don't know. It said we not finna go. It said we're having trouble streaming. Okay. Yeah, but however though, man, you know what you feel.
You gotta hit him with a question, a real question.
All right. So what you feel about the direction of what we need to do for us? Like, for instance, like I just said, like these protests that's going on. Mm-hmm. Do you feel that we have a bigger problem with addressing our own people before we get on this general protesting about what we see, everything that's happening now, like the ICE and stuff like that? Like, let's compare like ICE being in the city opposed to black on black crime.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna tell you how I look at it, man. For many years I've looked at it this way, man. The only time we really rally for each other gotta be, you know, white against black or something like that, right? Yeah. So that ain't gonna ever get it done, man. Like if that's the only time you're gonna try to come together because another race trying to do something to one of our own, that's crazy. When we doing stuff to ourselves every day. Right. So I think that's one of the biggest issues. And then we just followers, man. Like it's not a lot of leaders. It's just follow this trend. So like you say, everybody got tunnel vision. So like just like what y'all guys got going on, man. Y'all got a nice podcast. I mean, y'all can't get in it, but I can see it. But y'all got a nice podcast. But everybody can't be, a master of the same thing.
Right.
And so that's half the problem like that. Like in our area, you got so many people want to do, just say, I do promotion. Then all of a sudden, man, you got a promoter coming up out of the closet. I ain't put the work in, but I'm gonna do it too, because they just look at the hustle and not the passion behind it. So I agree 100%, man. Like this ICE stuff, it's affecting us too, because man, they'll start pulling people over of color.
Yeah.
And doing the same thing, So you're right, man. We gotta rally for just
us
opposed to
because ICE is secondary to our initial problem. Our initial problem is us.
They Scott in the building.
ICE is secondary to that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
History is repeating itself. Do the black community fall back like the other races did when it was happening to us? Is this a boat we should be rocking? Right. Fact. You know what I'm saying?
We gotta break those generational change, whatever. I like what you said earlier about, not being in the same household with your, baby mama or something like that. Me, I had my kid when I was in high school, man, my first one. And man, like that was all out of whack out the, from the get-go. But I can say, the one that I had, I'll say, just put me through the ringer and stuff like that. She never did. So I give her credit on that right there, because, we try to you need a 2-parent household, honestly. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Thanks.
Man, it's something that I like with me. What you see before you meet now, like me now, that's my dad. It didn't make sense when I was coming up, because I was a mama's baby.
Yeah.
And everything mama told you coming up ain't right. So, so man, all this stuff that I thought was hard, like just cutting the yard. How many kids now can't even cut a yard, man?
Come on, man.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So
talk to me, man.
Those type of things, man, that was getting instilled to me. I didn't realize I was gonna use it when I got my own family. You always say, wait till you get your own family.
Right.
And it makes perfect sense, man.
So it's like I tell my son that all the time. Don't take what I'm getting you to do as a punishment. This is a skill that you can be learning. Cutting the yard, raking the leaves, all of that stuff can build into entrepreneurship. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like and like you said, like it's just a lot of people. I remember one day I had my son out there, and my wife was like, "Baby, it is hot out there. I don't give a fuck about it being hot. Get him a gallon of water or something."
You get it right there.
You ain't working out.
It's hot outside. Like, it is hot out there though. See your South ass finna had it, man.
Oh, hear that shit.
You know what I'm saying?
We grew up, man.
You do that, bro.
We grew up. Hey, if I was hot, I'm gonna hit the water hose on the side of the house.
Bro.
Outside, yo.
We used to drink out the water faucet on the side of the house.
Hell yeah.
But like I'm saying though, so it's like I remember I told my son, bro, and they take it as labor. So this is just a funny moment about what I explained to him one time. I was like, hey man, I said, hey, your sister gonna need these pieces brought down to the basement so they can put together this dresser or this drawer that they trying to do down there. You know what I mean? I say I'm just joking with him, like, hey, I need you to get it because Pop's getting a little bit older, so I need you to do the lifting and go down there, and you'll take the stuff out the box and plot it up, and we'll just put it together. Get what my boy gonna ask me? Yeah, hey dad, is this labor free? I said, hell yeah. I said, hell yeah, this labor free, nigga. You learning right now, nigga. You an intern. Is it free? Of course it's free, sir. Like, ain't no behind it. Yeah, so it's but to even have that thought to say that though, you get sense. You see what I'm saying? You get sense. So don't let your being smart make you dumb down. You know what I'm saying? Use it to your advantage, man.
For real.
My boy said,
I was smart enough to say shit like that when I was in age, but I wasn't brave enough, G.
If they don't have the experience to know to turn on that water hose and let that first few go out. It's gonna be warm, tasting like rubber.
Yeah.
To get to that cold water that's coming. They ain't had no experience
All right,
in life.
boy.
You know what I mean?
But just prepping all around, I think just in the black household, like we've done episodes on her where we did a time episode, you know what I'm saying? Those are things that like that benefit you in the long run. It's no difference than a young lady seeing her mom like go and wash the clothes and fold the clothes and earn her dad work clothes. That don't make her a weak woman. She being supportive to the person that's helping financially take care of the family. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like when we get out of these roles, like as a people, once we get out the roles of what we do and a man should do this, a woman should do this, then we'll really benefit from a lot. And then minus this systematical thing that's going on, like with the, you know, child support, the barriers that we deal with discrimination in jobs and, you know, criminal background records, you know what I'm saying? Kids understanding that if you mess up, this could potentially follow you from 16 to your grave. It's not the same. It's not the same as when a Caucasian, when he do this, he got ways that he gonna be able to get around it. One thing I say, black and I was just talking to my wife about this last night. Black men and women have that barrier when it comes to jobs, discrimination and stuff like that. Because even if they do let you in, think of the stuff that you have to deal with as being a senator, a black senator, or being a vice president, a black president. It's a talk. We seen that with how Obama got treated. They was denying a lot of stuff that he was doing. Now you get the orange man in there, he getting to go over to different countries and kidnap people that you know he ain't got no business trying to.
Obama did that too, though, bro.
Yeah, but
Obama did that too, though.
But what I'm saying is the things that he tried to put out to help.
Did he do it or did the U.S. military?
He was denied. Like they was denied Obama on a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? They was cutting them down real quick. You know, and like I said, like I don't want to make it an excuse. Like we got the knowledge. How do we escape this shit? If this 36-time felon can go in there and do it, how the fuck you arresting people and you need to be arrested, bro?
For real.
How are you arresting people and you need to be arrested?
Need to be arrested. At this point, he just need to be incarcerated. He done already got arrested, charged, and convicted. He just need to be incarcerated. So that's the part that's missing for real. Like,
how are you the lead chair of a peace organization?
Yeah. Come on, man. And ain't brought no peace to nothing.
Man, number chaos, man. Number chaos.
Nothing but chaos. Since his motherfucker been on fire since he touched down.
Hey, what's your name again, bro? FJ. Hey, bro. Tell me one thing that you really that inspired you to be the person you is now from back in the day for us when it came to structure and discipline in your household.
But I'm telling you, like I say, the recipe for success it was in our face. We just lost it, man. You know how that old saying go, every generation weaker but wise.
Yep.
It's pretty much what it is, man. Like I said, I come from a structured household, so it's kind of like you gotta have that, and then like I said, we'll go back to this child support and not being in the same household again. That's another form of slavery anyway, man, because they want to take the head out of the house anyway, and that's gonna be us at always. So you take their head out. That's why we got all that going on with the kids and stuff like that getting in trouble, because a lot of them just don't know. So a lot of young black men that we got, they just don't know.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah. And the one thing about it, man, like no matter what, once you get on those papers, because I've done it, I don't care if you're at work or not, it's coming.
Yeah.
So
Tony Seals, you've been served.
Exactly. So man, you think and we so weak-minded now that like I go through it now, because I run a whole plant now. So I see it all the time to these young kids, man, where there's no escaping it. I don't have sympathy towards it because I know I went through it and I came out of it, right? So you just got to do the things you're supposed to do the right way and come to the grips where I had to come up with, I don't care, money ain't finna stop me from seeing my kid. If I'm paying you money, I'm finna be in his life. That's my right.
Yeah.
And not just say, oh man, I'm on child support, get that mess. I ain't gonna be That's what's killing us right there, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can't do that. It's not a found. You can't put a price tag on no time, man.
Right. So
And,
what y'all finish? Yeah, go ahead.
But yeah, I think that's the number one thing. That and then, like I said, just trades, man. Like everybody want to be a rapper.
Yeah.
Everybody want to be an influencer.
Yep.
You know, with us, you setting yourself up for failure right there, because that window already is too tight.
Yeah, it's oversaturated.
Yeah, it's oversaturated, man. But that's what we talk. Oh man, the quickest way, okay, be a rapper. You know,
man.
The more you start a car wash, okay, I want to start a car wash too. Don't know nothing about it.
But hey, FJ, being that you saying that though, right?
Yeah.
Think about this. Think about what they project as those titles that we just say, okay, for a rapper. Right now, the way it look on the internet, the rappers flexing bands and they can throw 100,000 on the floor, and you get doctors that's not even making this amount of money. You get lawyers that's not even making this amount of money. So the commodity is to be in our. They think they make us believe that that's the only thing we good at. You only good to be an entertainer, a basketball player, an actor, or something like that. So we don't even have the willpower to go outside of it. And like you said, I think it's really because of lack of trade programs too. Because in West Memphis, they get like stuff for teenagers to where they can learn how to do flooring and different stuff like that. But in different areas, where me moving up one man right now, they might have it, but it's only for a select few. They have programs like down south like that. Like, you know, what's the one in Memphis, Lee? They got a junk that they call, I forget the name of it. If anybody out here from down south, from Memphis or anything like that, put them programs that's for the teenagers when they off in the summertime. They do that.
Cho from West Memphis and Lee from North Memphis, but they Cho in he in Minnesota and Lee in Kansas.
Okay, that's what's up, man.
They familiar with Memphis from the M.
And
very familiar.
Dude, I want to touch on something that FJ said, because god damn, that shit was powerful, and we gon' motherfucking pound that motherfucker. He said every generation is weaker but wiser.
Yeah.
So basically, right, what we doing today is we only equating strength to what like what we see on screens and shit.
Prime example. I'll give you a good prime example.
Right?
All right.
Think about it. Because we in this conversation now. We talking about back in our day, right?
Yep.
All the ass whoopings I got, and I'm still here.
It's a crime now, though.
All the
that's crazy.
I let this man's United States Army use my monkey ass for 17 motherfucking years.
Right.
And I'm here.
Yep.
How is it that y'all really embracing that motherfuckers that came before y'all is dumber than y'all because they came out because y'all came after us? So what you think is that because your whole life you didn't have technology and I didn't get the internet in my house till I was 17, that you better than me? Boy, you a fucking fool.
Yep.
You a fucking fool. Because if anything, what you got going on that's making you wiser is making you weaker. Mentally and physically. Because you won't get up off your motherfucking ass to fucking take a piss when you don't want to stop doing this. You're gonna buy some fucking diapers. Weaker but wiser. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
That's the reason why the YNs ain't got no calf muscles.
Come on, man. I love this shit. Y'all niggas being videos with 30 niggas. Where the bitches at? But y'all rapping about bitches.
Yep. That's facts, though.
I had to come back to it, bro. You gave me
that's good.
It's facts. It's facts.
What was your point?
Oh, that shit
but see,
right here. Wow, like
that goes all into the black on black crime as well. Like we grew up, it was mandatory to go outside.
Yeah,
yeah.
you had
So
to.
therefore, you had to. So therefore, you created that camaraderie and that passion for your your friends and stuff out there, right?
Yep.
They don't have that, man. Ain't nobody outside doing nothing. Nobody.
Yep.
They don't have that, man.
It's
Nobody.
unsafe for them to go outside. Like
Yep.
they can't even go outside without a real shooting going down or somebody getting stabbed or
Exactly.
something. And don't get me wrong, in our day, we had things that went down as well.
We did.
You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? But
Yep.
I think it basically steers from it goes back to that discipline thing. And I think even with me being a parent now, I know that my oldest daughter was just telling me this the other day. Yeah, Dad, but you used to get on me, her, and him like this, and now this and that.
Mm-hmm.
And now I had to break it down like how my mama broke it down, man. You get tired of swinging that arm after you, what they call that tendonitis and shit, man. You ain't trying to be holding no nigga up. You ain't trying to be folding them and trying to hold their feet while they kicking and all that. So as the years go on, as a parent, you may not discipline the next child like this child got whooped. She might get whoopings. He might get more of like mental punishment or hey, go out here. Yeah, go out here.
One size fit all.
Yeah, so since you want to be this and that, since I don't feel like wrestling with you to whoop your behind, I need you to go out there, rake up all the leaves in your yard, and then you're gonna cut the grass exactly like how I said. And if it's not done like I say it need to be done, now you're gonna get a whooping on top of that.
Now for
so it's different type of methods how we have to deal with these kids now. Because sometimes, like right now, if you whoop these kids behind like that, bro, on my life, them folks are falling into real depression and start trying to take themselves. Or you get a police call on you. Or you getting a police call on you. So you know, and that's even with explaining. You know how you get a whooping back in the day. I'm talking about, man, you get a whooping to where you go to sleep off that. Bro, you sleep so good off there, and then you sleep so good. You sleep so good off there, and then you wake up with a nice warm plate, and they say, you know, I whooped you because I love you.
I love you.
Yo.
So, right.
Like, man, you don't love me, man. You just beat the skin out, man.
For real, like for real.
That's crazy what you saying. They locking you up right now, and the reason why we've been doing it and disciplining like that is so they don't discipline our kids outside like the door,
right?
Yeah.
So they know how to maneuver. So they want. That's just showing that they want. They want to put the kids in a system that's making the money and all of that type of stuff. You know what I mean? That's they want that. They don't want you to be the authority figure. They want to be the authority figure.
Yeah, exactly.
Make sense because this one started at the house.
Of young black men, just get you in the system, and that's it.
That's why I just said earlier, like you want me to not discipline them so you can have a free kill. You want me to not whoop my child behind so you can have a free kill. No, not on my watch. It ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's why our buddy ran over that police officer, ain't it?
But can you imagine though? This right here that you looking at on this screen, if you watching, this is what the Alphabet Boys was trying to prevent. They was trying to prevent 4 black men like us from being able to do what we doing now. So yeah, you say that the notion that we need to heal is an excuse. I don't see it that way because I understand it deeply. We were different people.
Yeah, exactly.
Before they started this bullshit, they started. Counter, you use the same tactics that you used in Vietnam, and fast forward some time more closer, Afghanistan. You use the same counterintelligence pro. Well, I don't want to say what pro is on black people. That's why the Black Panther Party got destroyed from what it looked like was the inside out, right? Ain't that what it looked like? That's bullshit. That's bullshit. All bullshit. They had informants that was weak-minded black men in multiple parts of the Black Panther Party. That's how they got Fred Hampton. That's how they got the 2 guys they killed at UCLA. That's how they got motherfucking Huey Newton. He got strung out because How can you keep on taking the mental beating that man was taking? He was literally watching his organization get burnt from what it looked like to the whole rest of the world from the inside out, when the whole time it's J. Edgar Hoover and other motherfuckers in the CIA playing the games they play to win wars.
Right.
Think about that. You using the same tactics you used to win a global war on the fucking community of people.
Mm-hmm.
I think mostly. Go ahead, Gotti. Go ahead.
So with this younger generation being the way they are, how can we depend on them to carry on traditions like family reunions, Thanksgiving and stuff like that? Because when we grew up, it was our uncles, it was our aunties, it was our mama, it was our grandma. But we at that age where it's passed down, the responsibility is passed on to us, and we supposed to be honoring those and giving them their flowers while they still alive.
There you go.
And the youth is not even, they don't even know how to fry a piece of chicken.
Well, because
or make some mac and cheese to contribute to the family gathering and learning the heritage and the history of why we are here, why we are valued the way we are valued. You know what I mean? Why this person is not dead and why you still alive. You know what I mean? It comes from those teachings from grandma, auntie, stuff like that. When you had decent individuals, you know, we all got them individuals that's in the family, you know, you can't count on for shit but to pull up to get a plate and then leave. They ain't teaching nobody nothing. They ain't sticking around. They ain't sticking around to give your son no game.
Right.
I want to say this, right?
But they the next up though. You supposed to be like us in 15, I would say in 15, in about 15, 17, 18 years, we supposed to be able to sit down.
Shit, fuck 15.
I'm going to now.
So we supposed to be able to sit
I'm going to down.
But we gotta take that to we gotta take that to this too. Like,
and you're not showing up to first of all, you're not showing up to the family reunion with guns on you.
Why should you have to? And you're around your family, unless you in some bullshit.
That's their mindset though.
So I take it to like this, like back to the when kids played outside type thing. So us, we played outside street games from like dodgeball to whatever it may have been, football, basketball, this and that, bikes, and then curfews, right? So you got to think about how the time was back in our day to where we was, man, young kids. You might be 9, 10 years old, ride your bike around the whole West Memphis, fool, because your mama told you to get out because she got to clean up. But she also said one thing when she said get out. Hey, make sure you back home for dinner before the street lights come on, right?
So when them chitlins will get clean, I was definitely out the house.
But look though, so okay, we take curfew, right? So now the lopside of what they got going on nowadays, the modern day now it's not as safe for them to be out. So that's why I keep my kids in the house more. I want to be able to see them and what they able to do. Not that I don't trust them, I don't trust the world. And within the screen time that they receive, right, looking at the screen, that needs to have a curfew. You know what I mean? The screen need to have a curfew to the thing that they look and the things that they can have access to. They need to have a curfew to it too, because the thing is this:
off at 10. They ain't got no motherfucking Wi-Fi at 10. That shit gone.
So look at this: like anything, like Gotti was just talking about, they don't even know how to make macaroni nowadays. In their time, the technical way, you can learn how to make macaroni by just looking at your phone. And you can type it in. You know what I mean? Hey, how do I make baked macaroni? And it's gonna give you all the steps, the teaspoons and the cheese and all of that. So I feel like that's where we get back to that level at, to where we setting standards on. We can't change their way and their lifestyle. And I know that's this specific topic right here got on my nerves as a youngster, because I get tired of bullshitting ass OGs trying to come to me like, back in my day I was this and that, you know, like back in my day, you see what I'm saying? But even for our kids now, they probably feel the same way until they get older and understand and look back and be like, dang, you know what? Daddy was trying to give us some gems on when he was saying, if I would have went about this like his way instead of adapting to the new way, the technical thing, and everything is phone. That's why these kids think they know more than their parents, because they can go Google, something that they talking to you about.
And don't realize you ain't Googling shit.
Anybody can put a post on Google and make it look like it makes sense. You know what I mean?
There's no emotion behind it. I mean, like I got my best teaching, one-on-one. It wasn't through no text messages. It wasn't through nothing like that. It was eye-to-eye contact, man. Because there's emotion in it.
Yeah. And how did we connect?
I learned a lot.
Man.
And we connected a lot of different ways. Like even when it came to dating back in the day. So you think about stuff right now, the dating back in the day was way different than now, because a nigga can he can fool a goofy with going to get some of this play money they can buy off of Temu and do this right here and act like he flexing like Pooh Shiesty. And then this what man nigga, all of these rappers, you can get fake money for videos. Nigga. Yeah, it's a lot of these rappers that's doing it. They get play money, and that's why they be throwing it and they're doing it how they do it. But the average person, the average female, or that's caught off into the luxury of, he can take me out to a nice dinner, he can buy me a Birkin purse, don't even know that you will get food and get to their main house and you don't give up that ass and you'll have to walk back to the crib. That's how green these niggas is, bro.
Yep.
Straight up. That's how green these niggas is. But you gotta, it's on you to get yourself prepared for that, though. You know what I'm saying?
Shawty let him take her down through there like that. She deserved it.
But it go back to what I said earlier. What are we bringing to the table?
We gotta hold ourselves accountable too now. I mean, because I got two daughters, right? Yeah. So one of them, she in Memphis now. And I got one that just graduated as well. But they bougie. What I mean by that is, my oldest daughter, she pretty much told me, unless she find me, she ain't studying it. Because that's what I done. You know what I'm saying? I took her on dates and everything, man. Just trying to get her value and know what her worth is. You know, a lot of them ain't got that. They don't know what their worth is, man. They get in front of the camera, they twerking, they doing this, they doing that. Come on, man. Stuff that we had to work to see. We had to work back in the day to even see that.
Look, now what they say is on the flow. You know what I'm saying? It's real, literally on the flow.
Literally.
So, like connecting, like back in the days, like the way that we connected, like before social media, like before when it came to dating, spreading the news without likes and followers, right? Like you think about, you take it like an artist like Tupac and Master P them folks didn't get known because they were able to post every day on social media. They was really in the streets. You know what I'm saying?
You're exactly right. Hold on one second.
They was really hitting cities. They was really investing into themselves, putting gas in their tank and going on a tri-state tour to make sure that their name get out there, you know. So we connected differently, but I don't take that as I don't look down on this generation because of that, because they don't understand it. You know what I mean? They don't understand. That ain't their way of understanding. They don't understand how. Go ahead.
It's they growing up the same way we grew up in a certain type of way. We had to take everything that was going on around us and choose what was going to benefit us in the long run.
Hell yeah.
So they not taking a lot of the things. So like look at this right now. We taking something that's considered theirs.
Just behind on
Social media. We taking what's considered theirs and we're placing value on it.
Hey, look, you know they cut us off. You know they cut us off on Facebook. Look, Jermaine said, look, I ain't never had no problem watching y'all show, but y'all talking real shit and they want to cut y'all off. Come on, man. It's too deep.
Never been cut off by Facebook.
That's why I be trying to be cryptic when I say certain shit, cause I know these motherfuckers be listening.
I'm gonna be real. I mean, I have to on a lot of stuff, man.
As a learning experience for our younger communities, this is an opportunity for them to see right and wrong and be able to stand up for
We got one more. We got one more too.
So reality is not everyone is going to make it to the league. U.S. adults need to stop selling the youth false hope. They need that's facts.
That is facts right there.
Look what he said
That's
right there.
facts.
See, a lot of these women collect child support, don't even want the child. Yeah, man.
Don't even want the child out of the
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, I think we all making some great points on like what it take. And I think, man, like FJ said, like my wife was just talking about that the other day, like getting back to the point to where like, man, you take I go on a date with just me and my daughters, me and my girls, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I try to make them to understand that like if you with a man, like from everything from like the visual of protection, like okay, if you walking up the street with a dude, you always on the inside. The same thing for my son. If you walking with a girl, she's in the inside and you on the outside. And he understands
conversation today.
And he understands why he need to be on the outside too. But like my wife said, she was like, yeah, you need to go on some dates with the girls, and I need to go on a date with my son. You know what I'm saying? So we can, so that you can develop those.
I gotta start doing that.
Those things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just like, and it ain't gotta be nothing big, man. It's just, man, we going up to McDonald's and we going in the inside and eat. Like I just want to show you, like, okay, yo, you get in the car. He need to make sure that you get in the car safely because there's too much going on.
And
People pulling up.
Don't drive off if I ain't buckled up.
And then look, don't drive.
I showed them that with their mama though. Like she pissed me off, but I'm still opening the doors.
Yep.
Everywhere we go, you walking on my side, all that. You know
and when you drop your date off, when you drop like when I take my daughter's friends to the house, and sometimes they be looking like, dang, Dad, why you ain't pulled off yet? Because for me, if a parent dropping you off at my crib, I want to. At least I'm gonna make sure that child get in the house because I don't want to be responsible for. I was the last person they were staying with, so that's why I do it. You know what I'm saying? But everybody don't think the same. But that's a priority for me. Like you ain't pulling up to my house, taking my daughter on no date, and you blowing at the back door like to your horn. Hey, my nigga, go on back at the driveway and go home and reapproach. Try again. You know what I'm saying?
On my mama.
Go home. This date over with for the night.
Up in front of my house and blow the horn. He gonna see me.
Yeah, you done messed up.
He gonna see me.
Go on, get out the car, go around the side of the car, open the door. You need to be on the other side of the car waiting, open the door anyway.
I mean, you gotta think back in our day.
You at least be doing that.
Back in our day, young men was taught to like, if you even wanted to date a nigga daughter, you had to go to that man first. You couldn't just
go ahead lie.
You had to go and holler at the pops. Initially, that was the first point of contact.
I had some tough meetings, boy.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm married to now, that was a tough meeting, boy.
Same my way.
But we built for it.
Yeah,
we built for it.
Yeah.
We expect it.
Oh yeah, I know. He trusted. I got his daughter for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't worried about that.
Mm-hmm.
Them folks that kicked us after. Hey man, Tom, we gonna have to holler at you, Tom, man. Hey man, and we are. Hey Tom, we need to make some shirts like that. Hey Tom.
Hey Tom.
Tom with my space.
But he here too though. He the owner of this too, wasn't it? Yeah,
no,
he was.
That's Mark. We need
Mark.
Yeah, Zuckerberg.
Yeah, Mark.
Punk ass.
They all acquainted in some type of way.
Meta.
What's going on,
Meta? Yeah, it's Meta. Yeah.
Meta. Yeah.
Yeah, come on, Meta, man. Stop the hating, man.
Fuck that.
Straight up. But man, it's been a great conversation, man. We've been on this like 2 hours, so I'm a.
Hey, what days do y'all do this? Man, I like this, man.
Fridays. typically at 7 p.m. Central Time on Fridays, but every other week we do a German time show at 2 p.m.
Yeah.
2 p.m. Okay.
So we can keep that in tune with
Gates.
For the V Gates. Yeah, man. But hey, we appreciate you for stopping by, man. And we need more of that. We need, man, anything that we can be of assistance to you too. Like you might get something on your mind that you need to talk about, man, and we can come on here and elaborate on it. Like we open to that. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? Therapeutic.
Hey, it helps. It helps, man. That therapy helps, man. And that's another thing. That's for another time. But man, it's just pride, man. In black men, so it's okay not to be okay, man.
Man,
it's the right time. Shit, we good.
Yeah, we good. We're super good.
We got that. We hold each other accountable, bro. That's a big part of what we got going on right here.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, though, pride is a big thing with our culture because I was just looking at this little young street dude from Memphis, like, and I've seen him at his worst to where he is at his best right now. He just ended up engaging to his wife, or they probably already married by now. His name I.M.E. Casino, and he was basically saying, man, he was basically saying like, hey man, don't let no nigga make you feel that you not popular or you weak or it's not cool to say that I ain't going to the club tonight. I'm gonna be on family time. I'm gonna go chill with my wife and the kids. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, that aligns with pride. A lot of niggas be prideful to please men, though. You know what I'm saying? Your pride be on pleasing something to a dude that ain't even doing half of what you're doing as a father or as a man. If you want to even say that, even as a man, you know what I mean? So. Yeah, we got a lot to fix, man. I know it's possible.
You know what that is, though, Cho? That's that levels conversation. That's that the levels of motion conversation. Mm-hmm. You young niggas don't even know what lane y'all trying to be in. Talking about having motion.
Mm-hmm.
First, you got to figure out what lane you supposed to be
in. Yep.
Your lane is your hustle, your grind, your family. What your priorities are. That's your lane. Can't nobody else be in that lane. Because if you let other motherfuckers be in that lane, then your whole life is chaotic. That's what when I'm thinking about levels of motion, you gotta know what your motion is.
Facts. Mm-hmm. Man, any announcements we got for next week? Do we know what we got going on next Friday, or we just gonna wing it?
We ain't talked about it.
All right, well, you know it'll come up. It'll come up
good up.
Yeah, you know it'll come up between the next couple of days. I think I was mentioning something like did welfare devalue the black man. Yeah, like probably like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, it did. It did, man.
Yeah.
Another one of them alphabet boys games. I'm trying to tell you.
Hey, well, we appreciate the Hogs and Hoggets for always tapping in with us as y'all always do, man. Hey, we need y'all to like, subscribe, share this content, man. You know what I'm saying? Put it out there because it is positive and we touch on real things that young upcoming black men need to know, and also just our culture in general. You know what I'm saying? We always go out like we came in. You know
wait. You gotta get FJ the flow. Let him know.
Oh yeah. AJ, FJ, let him know.
We gonna do an interview specifically for him, so we know what he got going on and what he contributing to the community and everything which is a lot. So just give them like a brief synopsis of what you do and what you got going on.
Oh man! First off, got my own TV channel. It's Knockdown TV. That's the logo right there. You got Roku, Amazon. Man, download it. No, totally independent. No, I just believe in a small city, big dream. No, cause that's where we come from, right?
Small city.
So small city, big dream, man. No matter the size of the city, the dreams got no boundaries.
Yes.
Got Knockdown films, got a couple documentaries. Like I said, main thing, man, they go to Knockdown TV, man, they're gonna see a lot of, they'll learn a little bit more about me anyway. Than the movement I got going on. But I'm just on positivity, man. I'm with the same thing y'all on, but I just try to do it more visual. I got short films and everything on there. For the entertainment world, rapping, all that. I've been there, done it. I know why I don't want to do it no more. Because man, I don't got to levels where a lot of these people that claim I don't been on levels and behind doors, man, where you don't want to be there, man. I'm just gonna be real.
Yeah.
So teaching, just trying to educate them on stuff like that and giving them positive motivation. Just letting them know, like y'all say, man, you can do it's more than one way to get to where you want to go.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just like now, I'm in Middle Tennessee, but it's several ways to get to West Tennessee. I don't care how you get there. But you know what I'm saying? You just got to get there, right? So it's just open their mind up to a whole nother thing, things that they don't see every day, man. So, man, I'm a walking testimony. If anybody can do it, man, if I can do it, anybody can do it. That's how I look at it. That's the main thing.
What's your socials?
Oh, everything, FJ McCary, man. Yeah, everything. Go to, Facebook. I even got MySpace still.
MySpace is so long.
I'm telling you, man, I got all that, man. But anything, just put in MJ McCary, man. It's gonna pull me. You see what I got going,
man. We appreciate that, man. Make sure you stay tapped in, man. Make sure we
always, man,
get that interview in for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with it, man. Just let me know, man. I'll make it happen, man.
All right, for sure.
Appreciate
Hey.
you.
All right.
Yep. Hey,
I would
man.
say, bro, if I gotta say something.
Yeah.
I would say, value your morals, so you're not pushing up florals.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You always hit them with something like that.
Yep.
Philosopher.
I
dig it. I
So
dig
you want
it.
to push up floors. I get it.
I got
Value your morals before you won't go to that grave. I get you.
Mm-hmm.
I got that one pretty quick. I got it pretty quick.
Yep.
Quick, fast. Like
Yeah,
Memphis
I
time.
got that one pretty quick. Yeah.
All right. Anything else you need? You want to give a short thing, Lee, or you gone?
I'm gone, bro.
All right, man. Look, y'all already know what it is. It's been a great episode, man. You've been tuned into the hardest podcast on the planet, H.O.G Podcast Show. Tonight, we talked back in the day. Make sure y'all tap in with us next Friday. We go out like we came in, man. It's prayed up.
Papered up.
Pulled up, man.
You did. We out of there.
What's up with the hoes? What's up with the hoe? Yes. What's up with the hoes? What's up with the hoe? Yes. What's up with the hoes? What's up with the hoe? Yes. What's up with the hoes? What's up with the hoe? Yes. I said pray on paper, they no pole, that's a move. I stay pray on paper, they no pole, that's a move. I stay pray on paper, they no pole, that's a move. I stay pray on paper, they no pole, that's a move. You know Auntie Mama thumbing up, it's H.O.G, we coming up. They like, subscribe, and share, and it's about time we run these numbers up. Ain't nobody coming with the topics and the fly hit. They be trying to duplicate the show, I guess they in they feeling. We don't care, impact over license, how we do it here. Come and get some gamers internationally spitting here. Minnesota and the Kansas, we got ties in Germany. Guests from Pakistan and Singapore, they rock with H.O.G. like